Finally got our own place.
Technically, it's actually not cheating.
No, because what? You're existing with someone. You're the living dead. You've run out of everything possible that you thought you guys could talk about.
A lot of people come across as they're scared of marriage.
You're telling me my podcast has almost as many followers as on Instagram, and that actually doesn't make sense.
Now I'm on the bench, 100%. I don't want to go play.
I love Jesus, but I'll fight you.
What does that mean?
I don't know how to explain it. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the first episode of the Disruption Podcast.
Woo!
In the new studio.
Come on,
Welcome.
baby.
Take a look.
Look at these guys.
Have a look around.
What is this, a concert? You guys can't live in the moment? Just cameras in my
They're
face?
gassed.
Hey,
They're very,
guess what?
gassed.
I've
Guess
never
what?
been here before.
I'm new here.
Yeah,
Hey.
we really are. First
Welcome
episode.
to episode 210. We finally got our own place.
Wow.
Mom and Dad, we're moving now.
Woo.
We have
Literally.
moved out.
You already moved out. But
Literally, yeah. I think I can put the phone down now.
I don't know how many times you can pan across three people.
Bro, I did it 3 times and I gotta
Hey,
stop now.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this around. You see the growth.
Look at this.
That is also thanks to you guys.
Yeah, man.
Adding up numbers. More
Sure.
thanks to us putting in work. It's Noor the Bag Daddy.
Okay, it's Chief Olusoji in the building, baby.
It's your girl, Moeezy.
It's the prince.
Ow.
In a new palace.
Is that 6 months?
That's
Oh, in the works?
In the works.
Okay, no. It's been a lot longer than 6 months. 6 months of on the ground for this particular
We started looking.
was actually like very quick turnaround, I'd say.
Do you know how useless we are though? I realized we've been paying rent since May.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. May is the starting place for you.
Nah, but to be honest, we had a lot of stuff to
Yeah,
that's not bad.
No,
About 4 months.
it was all part of the plan. Like we're actually
Yeah.
not behind schedule on
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
planned for.
Yeah. Hey,
Wow.
Props to us for actually getting it done in the space of time that we actually expected.
100%.
So,
in the middle of
Congratulations.
yeah, excited. I mean, excited. The pill going everywhere, but
Sorry,
in
too
the
excited.
middle of weddings, travels,
yeah, man.
we still got it.
Everyone's still doing work. Everyone's still keeping it going with community stuff.
Wow.
Everything. We're all active.
to get it done.
We got it done. Hey, we thank God, man. Honestly,
Yeah,
God.
it
We
is. Thank God for
because,
this whole
hey, yo, I
situation.
mean, how much of a journey do you want to get into? Like, we can talk about when we
about it
thought
all.
we had, you know what I mean? We thought we had it clutched.
Yeah.
And we're ready.
Yep.
And they're moving hot. Okay, yeah. So we had a place that we're very, very ready to lock in.
Yeah.
And we, bro, come on, man. I keep destroying the pillow.
He doesn't know
bro.
how to act. He's new here.
Hey, I'm new here.
I'm new here.
I don't know how to move.
Act like you've been somewhere.
At least somewhere. So we found a place at one point, didn't we? Huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Meetings, we went there. You know, remember when we dropped diagrams of where things would go?
Bro, I knew what we were gonna do with the outside of the store.
Outside,
and
everything, man. Talking about vinyl wrap, this, that. Everything was sad, looking good. And then, I don't know, man. People were just playing a bit dumb. And we were heartbroken, I'm not going to lie. I was very heartbroken when I was like, damn, this one didn't
because that
come
one was
through.
perfect.
We thought it was perfect. It was perfect.
No, it was
It was,
perfect.
yeah.
We had the first room and
You
then
get
this
me?
extra set
You know what
and
I'm
all this
saying?
kind of stuff.
The kitchen.
The
That was actually
Not a fake kitchen.
Yo, but it had all that. And then they just weren't responding, man.
and
Yeah.
Making it difficult.
And then when they did, it just made it difficult. All that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Things difficult.
And I
It wasn't
remember
meant
That
to
place
be.
is so good, man.
Marwa did say, "Yeah, guys, like to be honest, if this is gonna fall through, then God has something better."
Yeah,
for
and then
us."
I didn't want to listen
And
to that.
you know when someone says that, and honestly, God has had something much better for us.
But at the moment, you don't
Absolutely
see it.
did.
And then in the
Yeah.
moment I told Mara, bro, get thee behind me.
Yeah.
Because it was actually, it's been months since then, since we saw
we're
that
still
place.
back into the market
Until like
looking.
Until we
things
found
launched
this
again.
one.
Yeah.
It's
Ma-
actually, yeah.
Marwa says that Noah's like, hey, just send the pay slips, bro. Hey, hurry up, though.
Literally, yeah, I need proof of your pay.
statements. Hurry up.
Yo,
Wow,
but
man.
I mean,
It's because I was thinking about it today. I like we really because then this one just happened so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you reckon?
Because
In terms of finding it,
Yeah.
in terms of
Yeah,
this
yeah,
specific,
yeah,
in terms of
yeah,
locking in,
yeah,
but I don't know if you guys like still
Like,
remember
on the
this.
day.
We signed the contract before any of you guys saw. I'm the only one that came and saw.
Yeah, it was.
Was it signed?
Yeah.
We signed.
By that
Yeah.
time?
We saw it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Even
online.
before, yeah.
It was a
the
time
first time
turnaround.
you-
It was-
everyone
yeah.
Key
came in.
handover.
It was key handover.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's how much.
This guy says the location is like, hey, yo, guys, it's this
Yeah.
much. Yo,
We lost so much.
Take my hand.
Literally, the one that we thought was perfect, this one's half the price,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Bigger place,
And so
two
nice.
rooms again.
Yeah.
Oh, kitchenette.
Kitchen, yeah. Kitchen,
Yeah, not even that.
it's all good. We don't need kitchen, just the microwave. We're good.
It's beautiful though. It's
Wow,
beautiful,
man.
Honestly.
What's been I guess I don't know, man. Anyways, I mean, before we even fully jump in, make sure you continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. I need everyone saying congratulations. In the
Yes,
comment
you can say it, man.
I need the bam, 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 the party hats. Oh, I should have hit the light with the RGB. Hey, yo, it's too late. Yeah?
That's never too late.
Hey, pass me the remote. There's another remote somewhere, man. We'll get into it later. But yeah, man, like, share, comment, subscribe, and share this everywhere, man. Take a screenshot of your favorite, like just a random moment in this app. Put that up on the story or something, man. Tag us in it. Yeah, we're here.
We did it.
So the journey. What's the trials, the tribulations, and the jubilations been for you guys, man? What's been good, bad?
I think
When
for
did
me,
you
it's
think
actually.
we weren't gonna make it?
I think for me, I think our biggest thing was the money side of things. Like, can we invest that much into a place? I think everyone had different plans going. What's going on?
This a bit going on behind the scenes
I
right
feel
now.
like we need to fire an intern.
She's getting so fired, bro.
Yeah, I think because this year, because I mean, of course, you guys, you know, the wedding, which means that you guys have to invest a lot of money towards that. But at the same time, we need to put our money for this space as well.
Yeah.
You know, and also with with your travels. I don't know if you planned that beforehand.
No, that was just random. My dad.
Oh, that was
put it on
random.
me.
All right.
Oh gosh. Someone's having a bit
Someone's having too much fun.
Who is that? Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I think I was ready to go. Yeah,
Ready
for
to
me,
send it?
I was ready to send it. Do you know what I mean?
Like financially, you even saying like
I was just
Ready
like,
to
hey,
invest.
for this particular one or the project in general. Do you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
this one,
it's different.
this
You
one.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think because the numbers on the other one, I was a bit more hesitant. This
There
one, I
was
was
a
like,
stretch.
yo, like,
we could do like, it would,
like everything we've talked about from every aspect, even earlier today. It's like, yo, if we need that, let's just buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's
just
how
my
we've been
mentality
moving now.
Yeah.
It's funny though because like the price range that we were setting for the like initial searches and that. This was never part of the parameter because I'm like, no one has a space that's for these prices.
Yeah.
There's never going to be a place that has this
That has this
space
kind of,
For only $100K a year.
legit.
You know what I mean? So this was never even the range. So like, but the fact that this actually exists and it was reserved for us and it's here, it's at the right time. It's mad.
We got it.
Unreal.
We got it.
We won't get too much into obviously, but it's like we don't even have to stretch personally. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't impede personal plans
100%.
too tough. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like it's actually happening and we're here.
It's actually beautiful.
Oh,
Just for the setup as well, just coming here and just do a switch.
Yeah.
Everything's on. And we just record. Like that's
It's crazy.
yeah, we hope it's all recording
Yeah.
and recording well.
It's exciting 'cause
also, it's under construction, so bear with us.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna keep
We'll show you
Lenses,
guys, yeah.
focuses, things in the background.
Like that tree might not be there next
Yeah,
time.
I
But
mean, things under construction. Bear with us. We just needed to put it out, and then
We'll
What do you
still-
think?
I think, it's also just exciting because like it makes things start feeling like, okay, this is the next level.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the next level.
Yeah.
Like all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we've got an episode with a guest next week. And it's like, okay, what's that gonna be like? Having guests in this kind of
this kind of
space.
space,
So,
yeah.
you know, join us, welcome, all the kind of
Do
stuff.
they feel more cozy? Yo, I'm
Exactly.
ready for the slides to be at the
At the door.
shelf at the door. Yeah. I don't know how you guys are feeling.
This is the only
but-
episode with shoes.
Yeah. I don't really like the way that my shoes are touching this rug.
Carpet.
Yeah.
You guys
I
can't
get
see
you.
because we don't have that angle just yet, but soon come. But
Foot
I'm
cam?
not. I'm not a. I said
Was that Wendy Williams used to do that?
Shoe cam?
Yeah.
Shoe
shoe
cam.
cam.
shoe cam, yeah.
Please tell me that
that's
lady.
actually-
Foot cam.
Nah,
It's
shoe
off
cam.
TV, please.
Nah, shoe cam was actually kind of nice.
Interesting.
Have you guys seen the compilation of Wendy Williams farting and
Farting?
and burping on her show?
No.
Like she just would casually just like there's many. Anyway,
She was not
Bro, I
real.
just want to know
She's
where
not
you
real.
tapped
TikTok.
into- Of course.
But nah, it's
She's
nice
Still
to
got a
just
show going
know.
on.
It's nice to know we can just call this place ours and we can do. I mean, there's obviously regulations, but for the most
I'm not
part, we can
regulated.
do.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want.
We can do
And
whenever.
It's what we've been doing. It'll be nice for you guys to see as well what else is going on. Planning to do a lot in here, not just shoot the podcast.
Guys.
There'll
That's
be a
what I
lot-
wanted to
a
dive.
lot more.
Legit. I
Yeah.
was just about to dive into that. I was like,
Creativity
man,
is about
this
to
is just no
explode.
longer going to be just a podcast. You know, everyone is
platform.
everyone
It's
is
the
it's a
platform.
platform. Everyone is gonna. You guys can't see what I see, but I see another set over there.
Oh, don't do that.
meeting rooms. On the other side.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
But that's gonna be the exciting thing, where I think individually or partners or whatever it is,
Can express the creativity.
plan to work on some content.
Of course.
We got some exciting stuff lined up, man.
Yeah.
We can finally do it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's mad. everybody got their own keys kind of vibe. Like we just rock up whenever we want.
Just rock up, man.
Might not even be because you want to record. You just need
Bro,
a space.
when you guys on holidays, bro, I was here, bro.
Yeah, I heard from you. Man, I just came in, bro.
I had a meeting over here. I pulled the TV over there.
Bro,
We love
it's
it.
a way,
Sat
man.
down,
Nah,
yeah.
it's genuinely our space. So, thank you guys for being on this journey. As in you guys, like the fact that we did this together, man. I appreciate you guys. I don't know why, man. I felt like we need to say that. You know, appreciate ourselves, appreciate each other for actually being there, supporting and picking up where we need to be. You know what I mean? And getting to this kind of a place, bro. So,
for sure.
You know what it is, yeah.
yes,
You know when you keep reaching a level, you're like, there is no backing out from this no more. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no. If they see a
like-
black screen in our background after this, don't touch it.
Like it started off with us spending a couple of $100s on broadcast
On
and
the
mics,
roadcaster?
and we're like, we can't back out of this now,
Bro.
Yeah.
right? And then we start off with us investing in cameras, boom, we can't back out of this, and then now we get a whole new
whole
place. It's like,
place.
hey, to be honest, it doesn't,
Yeah.
Can't back out.
yeah,
Can't get
like,
yeah.
that's,
And you
Can't
locked
back out
in.
of this.
that's it. We're
beautiful.
stuck,
But like I said,
but it's nice.
if you ever see the black backgrounds, ever again,
Just know it was a Sydney trip.
I don't want any messages.
City
coming
trip, or we got kicked out of this place. I don't know why or how.
hey, we need to chat about the for sale sign that's still outside or for lease.
Yeah.
I took a photo. I was meant to send it to you guys. Hey. There's no more for leasing. It's for keeps, bro. We got it here now.
That's it.
But man,
Yeah.
we crack lacking.
What's been going on?
I
Talk to me.
am gonna keep selling content on the side
Bro.
for this podcast.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's good.
Did you get a lot of
Good.
He got some
interaction
requests,
from
man.
A
people?
lot of DMs.
You know what's funny? So
I can't
we
believe it.
released the episode on a Wednesday. On a Thursday, we had an AYA session, right?
Oh, man.
So I think we're packing up at this time.
Yeah, this is late. We'll pack
and
it
I just
up.
kept on getting access share like requests.
So, yeah.
I said I didn't send anyone any links.
Remember, I looked at you and said, hey, yo,
What's this? I was like, bro, I genuinely was like, bro, are we being hacked? And then I looked at the name of the file being requested for share, and it said, what'd you
It
name
says
it?
no story.
209 Noor trip.
No trip.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I think I looked at the car, I was like, wait, don't tell me this guy's
sharing.
Don't tell me this guy's sharing. He's selling this content right now.
Now, tell him about Jeremy, bro.
Bro. So Jeremy was one of the requests that came through as well. And I'm like, bro, you're here with me. Like, what are you requesting, bro? Got him the access, whatever. Bro, this guy's got the video. I hope you saved it.
Bro, I saved it, bro. Daniel,
laughing it up.
Daniel and I were just packing our tables. We finished the session, packing tables, chairs. You see Jeremy at the corner doing this. Bro, who's dying, bro? I'll send you the video. Hey, look,
I love that for you.
I have to
love
attach
that
this
for
video here of this guy just laughing at this guy's story.
Bro.
Yeah,
So,
hey, to be honest, if you haven't seen this story or haven't seen this video,
You need to.
make sure you request. Make sure you know and
Get your
ask for
$5
this
ready.
access.
How do you know that no one is middlemaning your...
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, also, the only way I know is that everyone with the link has to request access.
Yeah. Madness, bro.
Right.
Or, yeah.
Screen record.
So
Let's not say that.
also kind of made me go like, I understand OnlyFans as a model now.
Mad.
You get what I mean?
Man said feet can.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
I said feet can.
I'm going to do it.
How did we get there?
I was like, I get it, because I was like, because a little part of me was like,
It's so funny.
all right, I didn't want to put this content out there just
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But for $5, I was willing to sell it. And then I was like, wait a minute, $5 is very little because someone could just post this on their story right now.
no, did this.
I was like, there's people out there doing this with their bobs and veggies.
Yeah, man. $5.
Like, I wouldn't just take my clothes off in public, but $5, I'll give you my clothes for a month. I'll give you clothes free me for a
Bro, and
month.
it's $5, bro. Like, genuinely, that's what it is a month for somebody.
$3.99 if
supply.
you
$3.99.
catch a discount month
Yeah.
or something, you know, to try to up their subs.
Damn.
Valentine's Day special, bro. Goodness, man.
You know what then? You should actually put together all your bleeped out videos
There's no segments
and
yet,
let
though.
people.
Oh, that would be
But there's jokes,
hot.
yeah. There's jokes.
There's a lot.
Some good stuff.
A lot.
You know
You
what?
want me to
This
send one
is
right now?
our problem. Back end conversation of potting though. We don't
need to
keep the
store
raws,
things well, yeah.
because we upload and then we just leave it as is. So we have everything that's out there. We have. But for example, I have the video. Like I already clipped it away and put it.
I love that.
Separate because I was like, you're gonna want to.
I'm going to sell content.
But yeah, from now on, I reckon anything like that or whatever, it's
it to the
keeping
side.
those. And that's a.
Not gonna lie, because I think the next stage for us after another type of content, whatever, is a Patreon type thing, right? Hopefully, obviously, like
Yes,
we've always
indeed.
said, we wouldn't touch that until about 5K subscribers,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, yo, imagine the first content we just drop is here's the
vault.
Or the beeps.
The vault.
The blips.
Because there's not many episodes that are like unreleased. There's one now, which you can probably also buy for $5. That's the Onyedika episode.
Who's getting that money?
So that's the Onyedika episode. The one with the jail sounding audio.
yeah.
So I don't know. That one's open.
We definitely can't put that. If someone pays money and we give them worse quality, that's
Hey,
horrible.
but it's just.
They're gonna lose it.
I'm sending all the money that I got to charity though.
That's good.
Man sending his OnlyFans money to charity.
Yeah.
But good on you.
Is that what you're doing?
Undisclosed charity, but yeah.
Oh my days, man. This is the movement of money to charity. Bro.
Right. I'm the charity. After Europe, my bank account's reeling.
This is what he said. Charity begins at home. Come
Don't
on,
take care of
man.
yourself first on the plane.
It's facts, bro. It's facts. But yeah, when that was happening, I was like, this literally sets the, what do you call it, proof of concept for us beginning to try.
Honestly,
Trying to-
doing that was a little bit of like me trying to like be like, okay, who's
willing?
Yeah.
Who would?
Who can we make? Where can we find a
Also,
base?
like statistically, it's like okay, if we have this many followers on all those accounts, all the whatever, it's like, what's the proportion of people that are willing to?
That would actually
make
do
sense
that,
to
yeah.
what I already imagined. But I'm like, all right, cool to know.
Nice, man. So
So how many people roughly do you know?
Don't worry about that. Man. Just know I didn't pay for any food this week.
that's what's
But
up.
you know what's good, yeah? Whoever has requested to listen to it, they know it's good content, right? Which means next time if you do it, they would 100% do it.
There were, okay, and then there was also that thought where like some people were sending me $5, and I was like, I really hope this person likes this
Yeah. You're paying money
because
for
you're
it.
literally paying me because it's about a 5-minute clip. So I'm like, you pay me $1 a minute to listen to me.
minute, yeah.
It's not
not
the
bad.
worst way to spend $5.
It's not the worst way to spend $5.
It's not the worst way. Hey, you guys
But-
enjoying
Yeah, what's
the?
going on, buddy?
You can't say that.
That is having too much
But
fun.
it's like if it wasn't worth the $5, they'll never spend it again.
Yeah. That's true.
But that's
what-
also another thing. Yeah,
That's all.
that's,
So I got to make sure my Bob's and Vagina.
yeah,
are on
yeah,
point.
yeah.
On point, man.
You got to make sure the stores are good.
Brazilian landing stripping that, bro. You gotta get it right. Yo,
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
This guy got married and learned things, bro.
That laugh is too strong, bro. That laugh is actually too strong, man.
Maybe that's something we want to discuss.
What?
Brazilian landing strip.
Oh my days.
When we get Patreon and stuff.
When we
Like,
get,
yeah,
like
different
when,
types of topics that we would discuss on there. Yeah, when
I don't
we
know how
decide to do
different
it.
they'll be. Like, okay, the thing is,
Okay.
it wouldn't be anything that we wouldn't talk about on here, but it's maybe the content style. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, it'd even be the actual
shows.
like how far you dive into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah, true.
For example, if something was going to be too personal to share on here, I also wouldn't share it behind a paywall either. Like, because what's the difference? You know what I mean?
paywall?
The paywall,
They're
and now
paying.
that person has
Pay.
access to everywhere there. You know what I mean? Like,
But
you know what I'm saying?
when
Like,
are
the
they-
barrier was literally just one transaction. Like, what's the difference between me just literally, obviously, openly saying whatever,
Yeah.
whatever? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I
Like,
get
so,
you-
like,
I
in
get
terms
you
of
to an
personal expression, like, or whatever, like, that wouldn't be different to.
No, but I
you know
think
what I
there
mean,
is
for
an
me.
element of if someone is subscribing to that extent where they're literally paying you now, they want to know you more than the average person knows you.
Yeah.
I think that's their commitment. Like they're almost it's that, it's almost an unspoken agreement of like, yo, if I'm gonna pay to know you this much, or if I'm gonna pay to support you, I want to know you more than everyone else, and I'm also not gonna out you for this stuff.
This is huge.
That's
Yeah.
You
Because they're
would hope
paid
so.
for it.
That's why
You
the
would hope
content,
so.
like, think
that's
about
never
all
what-
these people that have Patreon and OnlyFans, all this kind of stuff. Oh, to be honest, actually, OnlyFans I think is different. That's
what I was gonna say.
another
OnlyFans
conversation.
being very
yeah.
different.
OnlyFans is different because they actually don't care about the creators, right? Like it's like I don't actually have respect for these creators, but like
the creation.
let's say a Kev on Stage or a Joe Budden podcast or whatever that does Patreon stuff, not that much actually leaks from this stuff.
But how different is it? Because you used to have which one?
I
Flagrant?
was on Kev on Stage,
Kev on Stage, yeah.
and I think that's it.
Like how different was
Very
like,
different.
in
Like,
terms of
like in terms of what I think, especially with him, it was very evident
his
because
Christian
publicly it was more like I think it was also the early stage before like okay, let me keep pushing against the Christian thing.
Yeah.
And maybe that kind of allowed him to go, okay, I have enough people in here that would support me out there. You know what I mean? So it's actually, you're doing guinea pigs everywhere.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But I think, yeah, it was significantly different because it was when he had the podcast with, what's the big guy? Doughboy.
Okay, yeah.
Righteous
yeah,
and
yeah.
Ratchet.
What's Righteous and
And
Ratchet,
so the
yeah.
Ratchet was a lot more Ratchet on there.
Okay, right. Yeah, because I mean, for me, I'm like, it would be something like this isn't a show that I'm willing to put effort and time into that I'm just going to put out there. It's like, you know what I mean? Like if it was another show, it's like, yo, You want to support the effort that was required to put into this particular type of news show, whatever, come holler at the gang on this side of town and come check that out over there. But I feel like, I would be just as open in regards to what would be said on both sides and something like that. You know what I mean? But
but realistically,
very soon.
but I think if someone's gonna subscribe, I think they'll want exclusive content.
Something different.
So something different. Because otherwise, they could just listen to you on a normal podcast.
Yeah.
Bro, I think that, and I think they also want significantly more content.
Yeah.
Like, I remember
Kevin Stage was actually
Kevin
dropping
Stage-
extra.
Bro, he did 7 more shows than what I think. He had 2 or 3 on YouTube, and he did 7 completely new types of content.
Yeah.
Not all him. Some was like his wife's content, some was whatever. But it's like completely different, all well produced, everything. But I'm like, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If based
Someone's
on ads,
paying.
you're going to make $0.0001 off of each person on YouTube. But then imagine now each one person here is giving you $7 to $50 a month.
Mad.
That's mental.
That's
like you actually owe them way more.
Yeah.
Because even on normal YouTube, they would actually say, hey, go subscribe over there, and this is what I will do.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
sitting there, I'm like, damn, that's actually quite a lot. You know what I mean? I'm like, they're actually doing a lot.
Bro, I would
early content, early access to
Early
it.
access,
Extra shows there as well. I'm like, all right. It's
Crazy
worth
how
it.
one of them got in gigs. They're so good at this.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
They market it so well. I'm probably.
What did they do?
They have a Patreon as well.
What-
One of the biggest ones I think at the moment, like in the world, like they're pretty high up on the ranks.
Do you know what is it they're doing extra?
Hey, we're all
Hey yo, hey, what's in the air, man? Someone put the central cooling on because we got it like that.
Yeah.
So someone's probably thinking like, this is why you guys got it so cheap.
Asbestos.
Central cooling, not AC. Oh,
You know what I meant?
We didn't check if it has asbestos.
Hey, that's an old conversation.
God
Hey.
is my prepared.
God
The
is-
studio looks good.
Still looks good, bro. You see the lights? Come on, bro. What's a little bit of asbestos?
It dies in blue light.
Gigs. I love gigs. They every episode that is publicly available is an odd number. I think it's either odd or even. So
Yeah,
every
that's
other
normal.
episode is on Patreon and then other content as well. Is what bro, two years in the
dope.
game and like 1 million plus
They're
subs on
killing it.
Bro,
YouTube.
how did
200,000 plus on the Reacts YouTube, bro. It's madness, man.
Bro, they're good.
But it honestly is what happens when
it
you
is-
start to just implement
Yeah.
things and you take.
Yeah, just
and
go for
we
it.
always say you take yourself seriously, and other people take you seriously
yeah.
too, man.
You
That's,
just have to send it.
Well, I think Flagrant is something like it's at least 90,000 on Patreon,
Whoa.
and that's like
goodness.
average of like $8 a month.
But Patreon's going, I mean,
like-
Flagrant's going clear, bro.
Imagine you just know you're making like this month
Just
you're
from
making
subs.
$720,000
Wow.
just from your subscribers on this one platform. This is not the ads that you're doing on the reads, all that kind of stuff.
That's crazy.
People.
Like none of you
Madness.
like like
Crazy.
you can just keep reinvesting that as well.
Yeah.
Like everyone can take their little cut.
madness.
Loki, everyone could take 20K every month, and we're still reinvesting
A lot.
hundreds of thousands.
One month,
it's crazy. Like
one
the
month
scale,
covers the whole studio for the next 2 years, bro.
All I'm saying
Next
is
10
give us
years,
50
bro.
people, baby, and I'm very happy boy for this rest of this year.
What? 50 people, $5 a month, $250 a month. That's crazy. I love it.
Nah, that didn't sound too good.
It doesn't sound as nice.
Yeah, it did hit, bro.
Yeah, it just does sound
When he said 50, I was like,
Man, so we can afford one lens a month. Goodness gracious.
not good.
it
It's
started
not
off,
good.
started for a ride, but I was like, damn.
Bruh, I was gonna say random first, real quick. Someone gift me like a 90s baby membership. I don't mind that. It could be one of you guys. It could be you behind the camera. It could be you that's watching right now, or just a membership for any channel. I don't know how you do it on YouTube, but you can give people memberships. Just someone holler at me because
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
you
willing
can.
to pay for it. Oh no, I am willing because it's so worth it doing it. Just like you're gonna do it for us as
This
well.
guy, this is why he's the only one that doesn't own a business.
Just punching my own business down like this. Right, all right, this is the question I want to ask you guys though.
This is you know how many? Sorry, because
yeah,
you're
go.
also the one that has so many times gone on the podcast. I don't get why people listen to us.
It's marketing.
Like
bro.
I would never listen
Hey,
to us.
it's guerrilla marketing.
Oh yeah.
All right, look where we are now. Yeah, look where we are. On the topic of content, what are you guys consuming these days, right now? Like, where do you typically find yourself going to for content? Like, whether it be, let me hear all
Like
of it.
platforms
so,
or-
yeah, let me hear all the platforms. So, like your Spotify content, your YouTube content, Netflix, or streaming services. So,
Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna go to the other room get some water from the fridge.
hey, bring me one too, babe. My bottle's finished. Yeah, streaming services, as in like the what do you call it? Video content streaming services like Netflix,
No, the Netflix,
Disney
the
Plus, Prime.
and that, yeah.
Yeah, music or podcast.
Yeah.
And then what I say, YouTube content as well. And what type of stuff are you watching on YouTube?
Someone's tired.
Is it good, bro?
Are you
dying.
good too? That is
So yeah, that's the question. What are you guys consuming at the moment? Yeah, you're gonna go across all of them, I reckon, bro. Just do it. Just go fast. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Yeah, that's the question. And then I have follow on from that, obviously, but that's what I want to start for now.
So what are we consuming on those platforms? Yeah.
Oh, and which
I mean, you literally took the longest way just to get to that.
I said, what are you consuming on Spotify?
Also, did you guys realize how
Yes.
long it took me to come back? That's how far the
other
part of
room.
this place.
had to go downstairs, get the elevator. Yeah.
Do you have ads?
I was gonna say, aside from Netflix, where I watch shows, obviously.
So what kind of shows?
What I've been watching a lot of lawyer shows at the moment.
Okay.
So I've been watching
Lawyer and
Lincoln
that.
Lawyer. Waxed that one on holiday, which was fantastic.
Going
And
landing
then
strip.
recently, what was that?
Nothing.
Recently, what was the one we were just watching?
The
Seduction?
anatomy,
No,
of, the anatomy of a
Seduction.
scandal.
Anatomy of a Scandal, which is also like another
Law one.
law-based thing. So other than Netflix,
But you're watching other stuff on Netflix.
Let's just leave that one to the side for now.
No,
We can,
that
okay,
has very much
okay,
to do
no,
with the
because
conversation.
So with me and Netflix, there's shows that I sit down and actually watch and pay attention to, and then there's shows that I just have on in the background.
Okay.
I feel like I know
Daniel's
what.
referring.
I feel like I really know what that show
Daniel's
is.
referring to the shows that I just put in the background when I'm, doing stuff. I just need noise to be playing and keep
Is
me
it dating
occupied.
shows?
He's definitely
It's,
dating.
yeah, The Ultimatum.
What's that one? Explain it.
You watch it too?
Background.
Background, yeah, background.
Nah, it's actually
My
background.
guy's fixated. Feet up, kicking there.
Is she gonna marry him?
Yeah, the main one is The Ultimatum that I've been
Yeah,
watching recently.
Okay.
I think that's it though. That's probably the
Podcasts,
only one.
music.
So yeah, I'm a Apple Music gal. Kill me if you want, but I'm still on Apple Music and Apple Podcasts. So I've been all I do. Yeah, I don't really listen to music as of late. I don't know why. I just feel like it's just not needed. But I do listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to 90s Babies, of course. I listen to what else do I listen to? Anyways, I listen to podcasts. And then YouTube. I'm on YouTube quite a bit as well.
What we
Like a
watching?
lot. Shits and gigs, of course.
Yeah.
And gigs.
Why?
I've been watching them quite a bit. And the 90s Babies, I watch the visuals sometimes
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I can and when I
okay.
want to. And then just like a lot of other just YouTube videos
So
in between.
The style of shows on YouTube is more like just conversational,
Yeah, it's
not
more-
necessarily educational, but entertaining conversational.
Yes. And vlogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Netflix is very similar. I have background noise.
Yeah. Apparently.
Background noise. I haven't been on Netflix and that a lot lately. Spotify is just been music only. I don't listen to podcasts on
What type
Spotify.
of music?
Lately the new album, Burna Boy.
Okay.
Kind of.
Slice substance. Okay.
Yeah. No, nothing crazy. Also, another. I don't really be listening to music that much. Only when I'm driving. On YouTube a lot. YouTube just background stuff as well. Better Squad. You know what I mean? Podcast. And gigs.
So you guys all watch them.
Bro, it's good.
Once you end up, you realize
It's actually
why they've grown
They're
so
funny.
much.
They're
bro.
just funny.
No, I'm not saying they're not.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying it's, like for me,
I wasn't on it for time.
Yeah.
I think this year alone.
I'd watch it on TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
Oh, you
And then-
TikTokers?
Yeah,
They
but then
come
I was
up-
like, bro, let me actually
tap in
watch.
for it. Yeah,
And I've
see what it
been
is.
tapping
What's
in
here?
on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, YouTube, a lot of that.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of Audible. You know what I mean?
Okay. This is the first interesting one so far. We'll see
Yeah.
where you go. I don't want to
Yeah,
really much leading, but all right.
For me, Audible is just probably.
What kind of content on Audible?
Is it like biographies and that, or actual self-help, or what?
No.
It's just
Why are you
books.
laughing?
Crushing moments.
Because for me, I divide it into two areas. Books in which I feel like I want to understand, I actually
Okay.
read them. ones which I feel like I can just listen to. I don't need to take down notes. I will actually listen to them.
Okay.
Right. So one of them is Oprah Winfrey talking about the title's called "What Happened to You," which basically explains how we are the way we are and why, whatever it is. I don't want to read that. I want to listen to it.
All right.
So
I like that answer so far.
So I don't know if you guys have been seeing everything happening with Oprah at the moment. Yeah, a lot,
All for allegations.
just a lot of people like conspiracy theories around her, like just being a horrible person. But,
It's like,
Like,
an
as in-
Ellen
Wait,
DeGeneres
this is-
vibe.
no, like as in insanely corrupt.
steezy.
So on that vibe, because I don't know if you saw about all the fires in Hawaii and stuff.
Yeah.
And just like apparently it's like this happened a couple years ago where everything around her estate burnt down except her estate, and then she went and bought all that land. And it happened again a couple months ago. Yeah, so people have like all these conspiracy theories around her. And, they're like, and I think people have had this opinion for like a long time of like, I don't know, obviously I can't talk on it that much, but it's like, you know, like those like Black American celebs that get really big and then it's like, they're like, oh, I'm not, essentially the whole I'm not black, I'm OJ thing. Right? So it's like,
Interesting,
Yeah.
Oprah.
but I don't know.
Hey, find out on
loves her.
Patreon.
That's all I know.
Your mom loves her.
yeah, but her book is interesting.
Yeah. No, she's cool.
What's your
What
content?
content have I been watching? Honestly, I've been, you know, I always say I go phases with shows.
Yeah.
I've just not been watching any shows at all. No streaming services, no nothing. It's probably been about since before your wedding is when everything just kind of like I stopped watching.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like literally nothing at all.
Wait, I'm interested then in your downtime on your holidays. You didn't watch anything? No shows, nothing?
Okay, so YouTube have been heavy on YouTube.
Yeah.
But vast majority until about the last 2 weeks has been podcast type stuff. So Flagrant mainly. Like that one, I just love it. Like it's just if I could 100% have recreate a podcast,
It'd be like that,
that's where I'd fit in. You know what I mean? So yeah.
They're proper.
90s Babies depends on the guest, or if there's no guest. So I like if there's no guest, and I like
in for sure,
depending on which guest it is.
yeah.
Other than that, who else podcasts have I been watching? Damn, it's just going blank now. But other than YouTube, I'll come back to YouTube in a second. But other than YouTube, the only other type of content that I honestly consume heaps of is TikTok. Like I consume a lot,
Jeez.
and that'll be
Bro, the
everything.
fact that TikTok actually becomes a
'Cause that's
category for
content
you
for
is
me.
wild.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so-
on that thing. Yeah, pause. Like
whoa, yeah.
crazy.
No, I definitely am. Definitely am.
Yo.
Yeah, but it's like I really
agree.
enjoy. So I don't know. I think this is what I've realized. I've really been fixated on recently. It's really, really well edited video content. So not in like the super satisfying like get ready with me type stuff. Like the stuff that's animation. So I don't know if you guys have seen, like I've shared a couple on my story before or whatever. Because obviously it's the 50 years of hip hop, and so a lot of different brands and whatnot are doing like stuff to celebrate hip hop this year. So there is one account, I can't remember what it's called, but basically they're doing like the best samples over the last 30 years or something like that in hip hop, and so they just go back to a year and then they'll like full break down the sample and like dissect it and then show you how they looped it for the song and then just transition into the actual song, right? It's really, really dope. But it's super satisfying to watch. Then back to YouTube, what I've been watching a lot of recently is a lot of football content as well, right? So there's specifically a channel called Tifo, and Tifo like do breakdowns on everything. Like they'll, from like, the whole, Mbappe saga, which was actually, they literally just dropped that video like 2 hours ago. I watched it. It's like a 6-minute thing, really, really well edited, like animation, all this kind of stuff. And someone will explain like everything that's going on. They'll also do like these like kind of hidden stories in football that you may not realize and all this kind of stuff. I think I've just been really into that kind of like really nicely animated
Storytelling.
stuff. And the storytelling behind things. I think that's always what draws me in.
It's
just good storytelling. Because even the podcast I listen to based on storytelling.
Okay. So
Wait, what's yours
What
real
about
quick?
yourself?
Myself, music. A lot
yeah?
of music. I've been consuming.
really, yeah, I mean,
Heaps. And that was the other thing on YouTube. A lot of either unreleased cuts from like artists that I like the stuff that has never made it, or like live performances.
I love
So
live
there's
performances,
there's this
Roddy Rich, video.
like, on that style. There's this young
love that video.
Colombian Palestinian girl who's like kind of taking over the merge of Western and Middle Eastern music right now. Her name's Eliana. She performed at Coachella this year, actually. I think first Arab to ever. And she dropped like a live cover of, I can't remember which popular English song this week, and then like just mixed in an Arabic song with it. And then like in, I think 4 days, something, it's done like 3 million views or something.
That's great, bro. For people are getting it.
So a lot of that kind of
Okay. Myself, not too heavy on the Netflix, only when it's downtime with Mars at the moment. So I'm trying to not watch the shows she watches because they irritate me so much. But we're watching Lincoln Lawyer together. We watched Anatomy of a Scandal together. I'm obviously tapping into my anime a lot more now because we pay for this Crunchyroll, just to remind you.
Say no more.
Why is it called Crunchyroll?
I have no idea, brother.
Okay. Oh, like a tempura roll.
Yeah, but the crunchy
maybe.
part, I don't know. It just, I don't
that's
know.
simple.
Anime Lab and all that made so much sense, but yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Tapping into my anime, as I said. Podcasts, obviously, I'm doing my rounds on them. So, but I also, besides like gigs, 90s Babies, Flagrant,
Fresh and
actually listening a bit to 3 Shots of Tequila. I've been listening to
Filthy Fellas. That's the
Oh,
one.
I don't
Football
tap into
content
filthy,
again.
Yeah, football. Yeah,
I
I don't
love
tap into
the
filthy
football
either.
content, bro.
I listened to KB's podcast, Southside Rabbi.
Yep.
I actually really
Oh,
like
you
that.
still
pod.
listen to that?
Yeah, it's actually, bro. Yeah. Tap into KB and Amin. Okay. So that's like podcasting. That music, I don't listen to music too heavy right now. It's just been a lot of my the mixes, daily mixes. Spotify knows me, man. They sort me out.
Easy.
Daily mixes have been patterned there. Yeah, like I said, not too much Netflix. YouTube heavy on that as always, regularly, whether it be pod. A lot of just people just doing entertaining stuff though, right? So your Sidemans, your Beta Squads, all those kind of people.
And YouTube
there.
knows you.
Dude Perfect.
All you have to do is just refresh.
Yeah. Dude Perfect, I tap into. Even their overtime show that they have.
Yeah, it's good. That set, the overtime set.
The
is
overtime
crazy.
set, yeah. Even just everything. They've patterned doing shows so well in that.
Wait, I sent you the $150 million estate they're
The
building.
big,
Crazy, like
yeah.
a whole complex.
All Christian Donnies too, man. Beautiful to see. They pray and do salvation calls at the end of their live shows. It's madness, yeah. Big stadiums doing up salvation calls because they're guys that throw balls into a hoop from 50,000 feet away. Come on, bro.
We did it. Praise God. Who wants
This
to
is the
join
best
us?
evangelism I've ever seen in my life, bro.
It's crazy.
But all that kind of entertaining stuff. Now, that was a very long journey to get to this interesting conversation that I had, yeah? So, Mom and I were watching something one day. It was a movie. I can't remember what movie it was, but we finished watching the movie. She'd knocked out, as always. So she was asleep, and I creeped away, took the dishes. I was like, let me go wash these dishes. What do you call it?
Let me go help her out.
Let me go help her out. Segue into next episode. I was like, let me go wash these dishes real quick, yeah? And then, you know when Netflix, when you finish watching a movie, it'll start reeling. Nah, that's it. It'll start reeling through other things to watch. Now, what they specifically do is they have 3 different like suggestions.
Yeah.
And then they show you like a 1-2 minute preview of each of their suggestions, and it tells you. I think it specifically says, "Do you want to watch this right now?" Or you can watch. I think it says you can watch one of these right now. Is what the statement is. Yeah. Firstly, I was like, "Damn, that's a quick, like, it really is pumping." Firstly, that was my first thing. Like, this pumps content into you. Like, this machine is mad of like, you watch something and it's immediately suggesting you something else. I'm like, that's whatever. That's just what they got to do. It keeps people on the app, whatever, right? What I was so interested in was the actual suggestions themselves, right? One of them was the ultimatum. I didn't write down the other 2, but that was the main one that stood out for me. But they were along the same kind of lines. I was like, and it's not because it's like what's similar to what I watch. It's just like, this is what they're saying for you to watch right now. Not like the percentage match or anything. It's just like, here, watch one of these. I was like, this is interesting that they garner attention, and this is the direction that they like pump your or point your attention towards, right? A show like The Ultimatum, where it's like, if you guys understand the concept of it,
I don't.
So you're in a relationship. Let's say Marwa and I.
It's hilarious.
Let's say before we got married, Marwa gives me an ultimatum of like, yo, I've been waiting for this ring, and Beyonce told me, if he likes it, what she said, then you should have put a ring on it. You haven't done that in the past 6-7 years yet. This is your ultimatum to do this. And
basically,
get patterned up.
Are you in or out?
Are you in or out? this is the way they ask you if you're in or out. You do a wife swap pretty much, yeah? So you swap partners with someone else, or like a group of different people, different couples do mix and match. You end up with someone else, and you're with them for like what, a month,
A week.
a week?
One
Nah,
week.
it's not a week.
3 weeks. Sorry, you live together. I think.
3 weeks or something
Was
like
it?
that. It's like, anyways,
So this is literally like wife swap.
Like one
That
week.
shit.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Except wife swap. Wife swap wasn't a.
Wife swap is you go to the other wife's house.
But I'm like, why?
With the whole
I don't know
family.
why they did that.
It's just to teach them. It's two different lifestyles switching.
Yeah.
So it's like a
That
country
makes
lady, a
sense.
city lady, and then they just
Yeah.
switch.
Like
This
the
one
wife swap
is-
was always white and black swapping.
Dog.
I remember I used to watch it. It was always that.
It's funny.
Bro.
But yes,
The ultimatum is.
There's always a
interesting.
couple, real quick. There's always a couple that would have came forward and said, "Hey, are we getting married or not?"
Okay.
In this relationship,
So,
is the
so
guy.
both those couples are like that?
No. So
One
one of the,
person in each of the couples.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
one
that.
person,
So
yeah.
both have an ultimatum.
Ultimatum,
yeah.
And then, there's 4 in the. There were 5 actually in
There's
the show.
5.
Can you imagine the fumble if like you were like, I'm gonna give you an ultimatum, we're gonna go on this show, and then they cheat on you?
Okay,
but yeah,
this happens.
Wait, that's not fun. Yeah, I was gonna say what do you mean?
This, bro, I said, what the
But
heck?
technically,
What?
technically,
That's their fault.
No, hold on. Technically, it's actually not cheating.
No, because what? Because they're in a new
yeah.
relationship.
No.
Wait,
Technically,
the whole purpose
The-
of
if the
it's
host-
to be free and you do what you
Even
need.
the host,
to
even the
be
host
able
says,
to-
Nah,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, wait, hold
I'm
on.
not gonna lie. If they cheated and then their response was technically, I would actually shoot them in the head.
No, hey, bro, wait, hold
That's
on.
cheating. It's 100% cheating. We were playing a game.
Hey, legit,
We were playing a game.
We were playing a game for
The
TV
game
for
went
money.
south.
And I just got 2
I
into the
literally
game.
did this show so that I can get the money from Netflix and go buy you the ring.
You know what's so funny about this? About what you're saying? There's this couple. So the night, basically, the host said, technically, now you guys are exes.
Yeah.
Right? The next day, this guy's sitting with a different gal, having a drink. His girl comes in, is like, you know what she
That's
said?
my ex.
No. She goes, so you're taking it serious, huh?
Bro. But this is what I'm saying is tapped about that. Like,
How?
what kind of standard are we setting
how-
in
no,
regards
oh,
to
absolutely.
relationship
But I say this about
management?
dating shows all the time.
All the time. It's
actually-
nothing
yeah.
new.
Bachelorette, whatever. Like,
100%. It's not-
Which
it's-
woman
bro.
wants to be fighting with 42 other women over
Bro,
one man?
this is what I'm saying. None of this is new, yeah. But the question that I got out of it is like, what is our generation up to?
So, because you're talking about like, why is this what Netflix pumping out?
Yeah, like, what are we up
that's
to?
That's business, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Think about how
But
much
why
money
does
they
it
would have
capture
put.
us?
No,
because it's so
that's the thing.
ridiculous to you that you're like, I need to tune in
But
to figure
it's
out
so ridiculous
why.
to me that I'm like, I don't want to
Why?
That's
put
the
that
thing.
into my, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to watch that.
I hear you. I hear
Yeah.
you. But then that's just on you to not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They want to feed you something.
Because we
yeah,
can easily go, oh, these corporations are forcing us. To be honest, like Netflix is not wiring people to like this stuff, right? We like this. We like chaos. We like drama. We like
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff. And then we, without realizing it, does shift our standards and our perception and all this kind of
just
stuff.
fitting into it.
But they're just doing business. If cooking shows sold with the same tenacity as this stuff,
They'd be
They'll
real.
they're gonna
be
tell you,
sending
hey, watch Great British Bake Off
Bro,
right
it's
now.
so funny though, because you can't even watch a Great British Bake Off or My Kitchen Rules without now there's drama involved.
Some sort of
Yeah,
Why,
element.
why
that's
am I
what
hearing
sells.
about
That's
why
what
this
sells.
person is
Idiot
cheating?
sandwich.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, what show is so good? It's actually funny how you bring
Without
that up.
drama.
I was actually watching this real estate show,
Yeah.
right?
Selling Sunset. Don't tell me it was Selling Sunset. Oh, get out of here, bro.
Wait, what's wrong with that one?
Like, bro, sell the houses, bro. I don't need to know about why y'all have beef with each other.
20% is selling houses.
No,
Like,
listen to this, yeah?
They went on the freaking work retreat. I remember because while I was watching it, I was so pissed off, bro.
Right, why would I have the same with you stuff?
No, you guys love the same
It's,
stuff.
it's educational purposes only. That's
If-
literally why.
No, honestly, when I was watching season 1, yeah. Because the houses are beautiful.
Yeah, but you don't see the house.
No. Bro, I'm not even
You don't
lying.
see the house.
No.
One room
I was
and they
watching.
keep fighting it.
No, I was
Right,
watching
literally.
season 1. They were actually generally it was like 80% selling houses, 20% drama.
Drama.
I was okay with that because the houses were beautiful.
Yeah.
150 mil, looks nice. I
Nice.
could get that one day.
Yeah,
you know,
not too bad. That's pretty affordable.
affordable.
Get that one day.
Right,
Yeah.
legit. And then now I've powered up to season 5. I don't know how. Yeah. I don't know if it was my sister, but I saw someone watching season 4. I stood there, I was watching for half an hour. Wait. No.
I said I stood there. I thought this was in passing.
No,
I was
no.
watching for half an hour, bro. You took a
No,
seat.
because I'm like, I used to watch
You
it.
took a seat,
Yeah,
bro. You
maybe.
took a seat.
Because this is the thing, yeah. I used to watch it, right? So I'm like, okay, let me. After season 4,
What's going on?
What's going on, bro? For half an hour straight, there was no deal, no contract,
No
no
house,
houses,
nothing, yeah.
yeah.
It's even funny in the latest season. Nick Cannon, one of his baby mamas,
just
is
gotta
part
get
of the
everywhere.
storyline. She's part of the
Nah, see,
storyline.
at this point, nah.
So their drama is
Yeah.
involved in
See,
it,
now-
in selling houses.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What the?
But it
still-
sells. That's the thing.
Are they still selling houses?
In
season
order to-
5? I'm getting
They're
curious.
trying to. They're trying to.
Bro,
They're
too
trying
Nah,
busy
to.
season
fighting, no
1
one has time to sell these houses, bro.
Season 1, they were actually sending was selling houses, bro.
Yeah.
Deals was good.
Yeah.
Season 2, it took a left turn, but yeah, you're right. Now every show there has to be some type of drama.
But
the
if-
storyline is drama.
But if you think about it, right? You guys love Flagrant.
Yeah.
Why do you love Flagrant? What
Well-
is it about Flagrant that captures your attention?
Yeah.
And if you were to see, like, do they do ads, like short clips
do-
and
what do you
trailers, like trailers of episodes and stuff? Or
No,
no?
they do clips like us, yeah.
But like, are they outlandish in
They're
their clips?
They
and stuff?
Very.
are
Yeah,
outlandish,
so-
but then they don't create drama amongst themselves.
like that's
But they
social-
do
that's social
discuss
commentary.
dramatic topics. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah. I mean, I guess,
Like,
I guess,
agree,
I guess
yeah,
podcasts
there is a
are
level of
different.
drama. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's just they're not just. I guess their drama is different to like the
This-
dramas that
it's
you
not-
see in
this-
shows.
This
but
is
it's,
this
you
is
know,
where I see the difference is in those dramas. Though. There's difference in drama in terms of you're seeing bad characters outwork bad situations.
And
That
then
is
that's
entertaining for people to laugh and react to. Let me just say to watch and see go down. It's very different to social commentary on someone that's already done
Yes.
craziness or whatever.
think
You know what
that's
I mean?
the
Like
thing. I think it's 'cause-
compared to watching bad characters
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
drama
yeah.
or speaking about the, you know what I mean, like the commentary of this
Yeah.
drama, or and even pointing how idiotic the drama itself is,
Yeah.
compared to,
But
you know what I mean, like just
I think
first hand watching
because
it
we're also like rewarding that drama and turning these people into celebrities.
yeah.
by talking about it, low key though.
just like by the initial
Feeding
shows,
into- yeah,
by
yeah,
feeding
yeah,
into it, it's
yeah.
like it's turning all these people into celebrities. I'm like, you're really not.
That's like
Yeah, but-
maths. I think maths
Yes.
is major for a lot of people are going on it now just because they know that they can become celebrities
Yeah.
out of it. So
yeah, but to be honest, we can't compare like content creators versus shows, right? Because with content creators, we know if you actually like the person, you would actually watch their content. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So that's different.
Yeah.
With shows, you have to keep people entertained for a whole 45 minutes for 10 episodes.
Yeah.
You have to have some type of drama.
It's mad.
You know what I mean? Because if you think about it,
yeah.
what show, reality show, do you enjoy that has no drama?
Okay. I don't even remember that many, bro.
I think anything reality based has to have drama.
yeah, reality has
Like-
to.
But these shows are focused on
Like,
reality
I wanted
based.
to say MasterChef.
That's
Like
drama
back
as
in the
well.
day.
Yeah. I remember this is actually quick. This is actually very interesting. I was watching like a cut scene from Love and Hip Hop, right? So the actual scene was these two ladies get into it, right? And then so this cut scene, this lady was talking. She was like, "I don't know why the producers forced me to be in the same room as her." Right?
Come on, it's Spice. Everyone knows who's
Yeah,
Spice.
but this
Spice
so
and Erica
yeah.
Mena.
So you know when you watch this stuff, you're like, oh man, like, wow, how is it that this person gets invited to this party?
Erica Mena's
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah.
Is
Not
she?
anymore now. After what happened, but yeah.
What happened?
Eric,
What are
is
you
it-
watching, huh?
Is this the
No,
one that
these
was
are
married
just
to?
clips. I actually have. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop anymore.
Is it the one that
that
was
one's
married to
actually
Safari?
toxic. That's actually toxic.
No, maybe that's the one DJ MV cheated on his wife with.
I don't know. What
Oh
that is.
my gosh! Instead of him to be selling houses, bro.
Yeah, wait, no. Have you not heard about this?
No. Remember when I know he cheated on his wife. Or
No.
something.
The
What-
selling houses thing with Envy and
What,
his
that's fake?
business partners. Like the business partners catching it like almost a RICO case or something. for it.
Oh.
Like it was just scamming people. Or something.
Yeah, that's
Situations everywhere.
But
Everywhere.
but yeah, like for me when I was watching
Yeah,
some of
drama
these,
everywhere, yeah.
I'm like, it's a coincidence that you have beef with this person,
And here they
then
are.
this person gets invited. You know what I mean? But clearly the producers are trying to force these
Producers have
people
a
in the
lot
same
to
room,
play.
or even try to create drama out of something like this.
Purposely.
That's very interesting. The Love and Hip Hop or Real Housewives of all these places kind of thing is kind of does the opposite of the dating shows, because the dating shows kind of grab these nobodies
Yeah.
and then make them somebody, right?
Yeah, right.
Whereas all these like Love and Hip Hop, all this kind of grabs people that used to be somebody and have now fizzled out and kind of allows them to get a chance again to
Almost to become
to
relevant.
make money and
Yeah.
like Peter Guns and all these guys. I'm like, how are you? Like, otherwise you would actually not.
No one would know you.
Like, you'd be struggling. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's actually true. Because I was wondering, it was like, why is it these guys?
Yeah.
You know, Ray J. Talking about I
Joe
started
Budden
company
was on there.
selling scooters. Oh yeah, God, you know, Nintendo. I was like, what is this guy doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's why drama has to be added, because a show without drama is always just season 1 cancelled.
That was a pilot. It was a pilot. Yeah. This is what I'm wondering now. Because anytime I think about something, I'm like, why are we like this now? I always like to look back of like, okay, what were we doing before, right? So I'm like, okay, what was entertainment back then? Obviously, we know we had gladiators. We were watching people pretty much fight lions and each other
Pretty
to the
dramatic.
death. Very dramatic.
Yeah.
That is wild. Imagine you fight each other, and then the Caesar just goes,
Bro, that was Sunday evening haps.
thumbs up, man, kill him.
Bro, Sunday Sunday afternoon haps was watching people go hard at it in the Coliseum.
Imagine you're on the way to Coliseum, you know, who's fighting? Tommy. My cousin?
You know what I mean? But I'm like, okay, what else were we like? Have we always been
Olympics?
rooted in Olympics?
Ancient Olympics.
Okay,
And
that's
they got to do it with no clothes on for $5 a month.
that's entertaining in the sense. No, that's like I guess when you really think about it, though, sport and all that kind of stuff is a story of drama too.
Yeah.
Because there's the element of drama of you know, what is the story going to be? There's the
'cause I was
beginning,
actually-
the plot, you know, okay.
Deadline day transfer, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, why are we tapped like that? Like, why are we so plugged into this? 'Cause- okay, while I was very interested as you guys were talking, you mentioned Audible. And I was like, okay, some of the content that you decide to tap into is books, and you know, whether it be biographies or like the Oprah one about like, what did you say? Why are you like this, or what was it?
Yeah, what happened to you? Yeah.
What happened to you?
People said that, yeah.
You mentioned the dissections of
Yeah.
you know, people's samples and things like that in the past. All that. I'm like, all right. It's not like none of these things don't exist out there. Like you don't. It's not like we
informative.
only
It's
have
just information.
Yeah, it's not like we just only have drama and those kind of things. That anything is out there for everyone. But I'm like, it's crazy that like, that's not the automatic push on the platform. This is one small observation, but it can definitely be like extrapolated to everything else that we see around us. Like, it's mad that the push is the thing that doesn't let you to find out why you're like this, or doesn't fill you with information in regards to history, etc.
do you think you could rest watching something that's just learning?
I think it's better for you, bro.
Not the question I'm asking.
I know.
So do you think you could rest and do that? Like, as in, does it feel like kind of in the
you're
same way of,
relaxing.
you know, like how eating proper, watch your macros, nutrients, all this kind of stuff is better for you. But cold winter day, you're like, nah, I actually want a hearty stew.
Yeah.
You know?
There's macros there.
Like, there's also everything wrong. There's macros and everything. It's the wrong one. Yeah. But it's like, it kind of could be on that wave where you're like, yo, to be honest, I'm just trying to relax. I would really rather watch Jocelyn scream at somebody than
Like, can you rest?
learn something right now.
Yeah.
Why Hitler
I
did what he
get
did. You know?
I get you. I know what you're saying with that.
It's very hard because I get where you're coming from.
feel like
Because
you
for me,
can't-
if I try to compare the two, I can understand why listening to this is a lot harder than jumping on Netflix and just watching something just casual. You know, for this, it almost feels like I have to be,
Mind frame.
Active.
I have to be active. I have to be on alert. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even like at night, like I think it was like last night, I just put on some type of random anime, just
Love
watching.
hip-hop,
You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
hip hop. Love hip hop, wasn't it?
The animated version.
yeah, animated. Yeah, Jim Jones.
Come on.
But and that wasn't even that late. I think maybe it was like 9:30 or whatever it is. Like I still had a good hour and a half before I sleep. But my mind was not ready to jump in to listen
into
to,
something,
you know,
yeah.
tap into something. You know what I mean? So it almost feels like you have to be disciplined, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you're right. It gets to a point where it's like,
Yeah.
how long do you think you can do this? Because now it feels like this is what you're doing. Then you're like, now I need a rest.
Yeah.
And then now you're jumping into the Netflix and something casual, the YouTube and whatever it is. And then now when you feel motivated or disciplined again, then you jump back into that.
It is. I think it is kind of scary. Like, if you kind of do use that food analogy, like what you're eating, yeah, like what you consume in terms of content, that kind of does make you go like, oh, I guess it's all right sometimes, but kind of is bad to fall in that habit of like, let me just constantly watch this brain dead stuff because
Can't make it
it's actually gonna like.
Don't you think it's funny that our
it actually
generation
starts-
doesn't agree with that fact that like, I mean, the Bible literally even says like, what is it like? Whatever is noble, pleasing, good. Think about these things.
Yeah.
You know,
Think about these things.
Think about these things. Like, let your mind have these type of thoughts in your mind.
That's what I was
right?
gonna say because like I think subconsciously it's like
It
really
sits
does
somewhere.
impact how you view.
It does, bro. But we don't want to accept it.
Hip hop changed the way I viewed women until I had to think about it.
Hold on.
No,
Hold
100%.
on. What happened here?
Not like in a horrible way.
but he,
Nah,
Hey guys, wait.
what happened to you? Hey, you know what I was thinking before? If I hear something I don't like from this guy,
Just move the okay.
but you know what I mean? Like I have had those things where, oh shoot, like this really did make me go, that's normal.
It does.
But it's
It does.
not.
We
You know
don't
what
want to accept that.
But can you watch those things just for entertainment
Marwa,
purposes?
I don't
Genuinely
think
impossible.
we're that
Like,
strong.
just
I don't think anybody's that
entertainment.
strong.
We're not.
I don't think anybody's that strong.
Yeah, we think
That's
too highly of
you know,
ourselves.
okay, you know those you like everyone has those Christian friends that are like yeah, I'll go to the club, but like I'll be a witness. And this is like
I'll be a witness.
bro. What are you witnessing?
Can I get a witness?
Bum
Something
cheeks in your lap?
so what do you say? So you're saying it affects how you look at things?
Okay, I'm just saying those thoughts, images, dramas, stories sit somewhere.
Absolutely.
With you. Nothing goes into the
And
air.
the thing is, like they like scientifically, they what's the word? It's like a reward kind of thing that it gives your brain. Like what's the dopamine, right? That makes it like it just sets it off much quicker, right? Because it's like you naturally like this stuff, right? And so you're now constantly feeding yourself cheap shots of dopamine. So your body starts going, oh, let me just keep going back to this.
Very drastically put, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I personally am of the thought of like
What
$7 set.
personally I'm of the thought of like I don't know, man. It just it plants somewhere. You know what I mean? Like we underestimate.
It can't be
we think
harmless.
highly of ourselves consciously, and we underestimate how powerful our subconscious is. Is what I'll say like that.
Yeah.
You know, like we think
I like that.
we think too highly of our conscious self,
Yeah.
and don't recognize just how much over time the subconscious is on.
Do you
know
think
what
it's
I'm saying?
FOMO as well that gets us? Because we're like, I want to know what people are talking about, man. Because I remember like having this conversation with my mom once. Like, we have a family friend who's like, oh, don't let our kids watch any TV
at all? Right.
And I'm always like, that's kind of messed up because when they grow up, like their friends are all gonna be like, oh, remember this cartoon?
Talking about
And they're gonna be like,
stuff,
I literally watched Cardboard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I'm like, is it healthy that the kids aren't watching TV? I don't know. Surely there's a balance, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's where it is. You definitely should have a balance. It shouldn't be like all you do is just watch it, and not consume any educational stuff. You know, like you do. It seems like you have a good balance. Like you do entertainment.
All over the shop.
And literally. You do the entertainment side, watching for entertainment purposes, but then you also do educate yourself in your reading and all of that stuff. So, I mean, it's not a terrible thing.
What do you consume for education? Because I'm actually curious. Because like I find like my stuff maybe is around that kind of the stuff I was talking about before, the football, the whatnot.
Music history.
I do like the Diary of a CEO type content as well. That podcast.
I've heard
Pastors,
about
self-help
that
books,
one too.
whatnot. I don't know. What's yours?
Of educational type of
Yeah.
stuff. What do I watch?
What's Marwa's? What's yours?
You go first, well, I think.
I think what is mine?
Content. What is education? I don't even know.
But real
But I
quick,
feel like
I
I
actually don't.
I don't know how.
You what?
It's more in the form of
okay.
podcasts.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're learning at work all the time? Is that why? Does
A
it
lot.
substitute
There's
that?
a lot of that. Yeah, I'm learning a lot at work for sure. I think I've been learning a lot this year in general in so many different industries
life.
too.
Okay.
In life, yeah, as in life. When I say industries, I mean industries in life. Like,
right.
Just all the spaces that are involved. Like everything has had to elevate.
Okay, cool.
Thus requiring a new learning. What do you call it? A new learning level or a new learning standard. So everything has to come up and
I
you
have
know
my
what I'm saying?
next question.
But for sure, I'd say podcast is the medium that I get a lot of the educational stuff on because it'll be people talking about things that could have been written in a book or could have been
That's
written,
cool.
you know what I mean? A documentary could have been about
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Shared knowledge. Cool. I
That
like
kind
that.
of stuff, yeah.
I'm the type of person that like you see my search history. If I'm thinking something, I type it, and then YouTube, and it's like listen for like a good 4 minutes on this is what this is. So it's not like I listen to something that is necessarily like, you know, gun ho, this talks about this topic, but it's like if I want to know something, I'll search it up. As silly as it may be, like I'll be watching a video and then they say something, or you know they what's it called, go down track to something else. I'll be like, all right, let me go search what the heck is this? What are they talking about? What does it mean and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
like
I think
I love those.
Bro, funnest.
Like
Watching a movie, who's this actor? Oh, they win this.
Yeah, bro.
I have a problem now. Not a problem. It's a good thing now. But okay, as much as people like people on Wikipedia as well, specifically like as a information source, anything and everything, I'll search up. It'll most likely be Wikipedia that comes up first.
Yeah.
But then even the references, you know how you just can click on the link and it tells you, okay, this is the obviously the background for this thing there. I love that wormhole, man. That there,
do it all the
genuinely, I
time
found my.
during
I didn't
movies
even
as well.
realize
So much fun.
whenever
You do
I
Bro,
was-
the movie was on pause.
all the time.
I don't know if this ever happened to you guys, but movie was on pause for 3 minutes. I come back and I said, wow, you guys were together and you guys made a new movie called We Love Each Other. Damn.
Yeah, bro. Fam, I think I was on the train. I was meant to just quickly, because I saw something on social media. I was like, oh, what's this story about that's going everywhere?
Yeah.
And then I went on to it's actually, okay, I may as well say, because it is pretty recent. It's kind of tragic as well. The nurse in the UK.
Oh,
Messed up, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
The nurse in the UK that, I won't even get into it too tough, but that was
Unalived
mad.
many children.
A lot. And, you know, I think she got charged for 7 counts.
That's mad.
And then another 6 counts of AM. And then there's suspected like a good many more, you know what I'm saying? Of like that were around the same
I think
time
she's
correlation.
the first person in quite a while to get the
First person in quite a while to
life
get there. They
sentence.
called it, I forgot what it's called, life order. I think it's called life order in the UK. So this is what I was looking into actually. Because it says she's only the 4th woman to ever get that. I was like, oh my gosh, all right. So let me see what did the other women do to get that?
Yeah, what did they do?
What did they do? And what do you call it? When did the life order get implemented? Why did it change? First of all, there's nothing scarier in life than looking at a serial killer's photo. It's one of those things where it's like, how did no one know this person was going to be crazy?
Just look
You know, there's one
See it
from
in the
Larry
eyes.
Warren, not serial killer. He's even crazier story that I was reading, but I'll tell you about it afterwards. But yeah, go. Huh? Yeah. He's
I
in
know
jail.
the
He's-
Frankston.
Yeah, I've heard
Who's
about
Mr.
the
Bubbles?
Frankston guy.
That's Frankston.
Yeah,
That's Frankston.
I've heard.
You know, they only caught him recently.
How
I
recent?
don't think that's him, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
as in the last 10, 15 years.
That's very recent.
But he was
I
from the
in this
80s, I'm
country.
pretty sure. Bubble.
If I was in this country, it's very recent.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I don't like
This is after you were jumping bottles.
bro, I don't like the sound of that, man. It's too soon.
Yeah, the wormhole in the
But
nose.
yeah, man, the wormhole, I was looking into that. And it's just that kind of stuff is not specifically serial killer content, but looking in terms of, okay, this is the first time this type of thing has ever happened, or this is why this thing no longer happens in the world. But I don't know, man. We don't have too many mediums that are just outwardly pushing that.
Okay, it's
What
funny
were
enough,
you about to
'cause you know
say?
when
Yeah.
you jump on Wikipedia and it goes, like the pop-up comes up with like, if everybody gave us $3, we'll never need to ask money again.
Yeah.
That is the only platform I've ever, like, of that level that I've ever considered being like, yeah, I'll give you the money.
What
I
are they
never
asking
did it.
for?
They're just asking for, because it's like, it's open
Insane
source, all that
amounts
kind
of
of stuff.
data.
Yeah, and they're just like, it's not actually, I don't believe it's funded. Like, it's not a privately owned company.
Yeah.
Like, there's no revenue that's being generated through clicks or anything, right? Because there's no ads. So their thing is like, it's all, the whole thing is supported by donations, right? And so their thing is like, if everyone only gave us $3, that lands on this page this month.
Also, who are they? What are they? Who's everyone? Like, how many people are we talking? Give me numbers.
of-
Here. You know what I mean?
course,
like,
of course.
they're not giving numbers. Here.
Hundreds of million. But I think their thing is literally like, if everyone this month that lands gave us $3, would never need to ask for money again.
Crazy.
Right? Which makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying, right? But I almost do it. Not almost, but like I've considered it every time I see it. But then I'm like, to be honest, there is one billionaire that's just gonna give you 10 billion, and
you'll be
they
fine.
covered mine.
And that's what they've been
They've
thinking
covered
for the
your
past
portion.
how many years.
Yeah.
You better ask a follow-up question though before I think.
I
the content
was
stuff. When you're
freaking
asking like,
gone. Yeah, I knew-
where do you go for educational
I
content?
know. I had. Yeah. Let me ask this, and then we'll talk about the Narrow
Alright,
guy.
calm.
Leading up to getting married, did you guys read or watch much? Like, this is how to be a good wife, this is how to be a good husband type content.
Okay, all right, I like discussion. All right.
Did you watch
I
much
personally
leading
did.
how to be a good wife?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to be the bestest wife, bro. I was personally doing a lot of. I did a study of what do you call it? like seven tips for like being a good husband kind of thing, or like preparing
Like a
yourself to
Bible
be
plan type thing?
Bible plan kind of version of that. Yeah, it was they all start with like L's, like lead, lean, learn, ligma, definitely ligma, all those kind of things that last. You know what I'm saying? That was after ligma.
Lust after your wife.
But yeah, I personally, I was like, all right, I'm going to look into this. I was looking into examples of just like good people in like that have, you know, good relationships. I'm like, okay, I genuinely was right now points of like, this is what I like from this.
Like, are people around you?
People around me.
Okay.
This is what I like from this. People in history. People not like doing historical searches, good husband, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
Who has been good
yeah,
husband?
yeah, it's not going to come
Randall.
out. But even celebrities, like to some degree.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
From what they're portraying, what is nice that can be taken into our situation here. And then obviously we had our premarital counseling as well.
Yeah.
Which was like months of that going on.
Valuable to you guys?
Very valuable.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, generally very valuable.
Had you guys on the ropes or what?
Good, man. A lot of the things, it's funny because a lot of the things, like you won't say this as the people are there trying to literally spending time with you.
Yeah.
You won't be like, oh, we know that.
Yeah, but you do
But
know
it's a
a
good
lot
feeling,
of.
right?
But it's a very good feeling
Yeah.
when
It
it's
makes
like
you feel really
Yeah.
in tune.
and like, okay, we are ready.
We're ready.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
A lot
guys.
of that was like, oh, we know that. And it's like
Confirmation.
Even confirmation. Even a lot
Combination.
of like confirmation of the combination.
I love
Wow.
Even a lot of the like, ooh, this is the, you know, there's this book that's about this, and these are the two things that they think are most important. I'm like, oh, they wrote a whole book about that. Like we
We've discussed it before.
We've
Love
been
and
through that.
respect, isn't it? They tried to get me to read that book.
been knew that. You know what I'm saying?
But it was nice to
But it was
hear
very
it
good.
again.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
like, okay, if we know
In this
this,
context.
this is something that someone else has spoken about. It's very much it's important
It's
to continue to
important,
maintain.
100%.
So it was worth it, man. But
That's cool. So also listening to other people.
yeah, even my parents were just constantly
That's beautiful.
chopping it up.
Yeah, I think mine was a lot of, I mean, aside from did a lot of prayer, fasting, and all that stuff, speaking to people within the church as well. So a lot of the ladies and even one of the young girls, one of our young adults who's from church that's married as well, just speaking to her and kind of getting different perspective, because it's different hearing from someone who's been married for a long time, they're a bit older and all that stuff compared to like someone who's my age, who's been doing this, and you're like, okay, like what's your perspective on it, you know, with like living in this age and the climate around you and all that stuff. So yeah, it was a lot of conversations with people and just a lot of asking God, how do I be a wife? How will we not strangle each other in the first week of marriage?
I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm good, bro.
Apparently.
I'm good.
Do you feel like you're good at relationships?
I mean, this is the first one, and
Hey, to be honest,
And you married.
100% strike rate. So yes, you just say yes.
100% success at the moment. Anybody that wants to come with objections, talk to your mother. Argue with yourself, bro. I don't, you know what I mean? No, so
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, man.
yeah.
I was gonna ask something else. I think it's a very interesting climate. Oh no, you said what you gotta say.
Now I was gonna ask you,
Yeah.
in terms of like leading your marriage, in terms of you know, being the man, bringing faith and so on. Like, who'd you go for that?
Oh, where do you go?
Like for you, because that would be something which you would have to sort of know yourself, if that sort of makes sense.
Are you
right?
asking me where would I go for?
Like yeah. Did you question yourself like, okay, cool, because I'm going to lead this marriage in a faith
direction?
like, you know, Christ, like, you know, like where do you go and who'd you go to sort of understand your role in that?
Yeah. 100% my dad.
Yeah.
To start, because I'm like,
Who have I seen do it well?
who have I seen do it well? Like I'm a product of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So like that there, I was like, yeah. Everything that you've done,
Is this what
everything
I'm
that
trying
you've
to
done
do?
right, anything you've done wrong, I learn from that. Yeah, tell me. And I think, and I loved it because in the past, you know how I think we were talking about like a lot of episodes ago about how
Stop needing your parents?
yeah, but then you start to realize that you can come to them on the very much basis of we're borderline peers, not peers, all right. Never will be. But like,
We're in the same life
Yeah.
stage.
where we're getting, you know what I mean?
That's the craziest
We're
thing.
in the same life
We're in the
stage.
same. You're married. I'm married now.
Go talk to your wife.
Yeah, go talk to your wife.
Daniel, that's still your mom.
Hey, Daniel, you guys coming to trip? I gotta talk to my wife. So
know
she
what I'm
says.
Ow.
Bro, but like, yeah, like seeing that and then having the, for the past 2 years, I've been able to have very open conversations about all of this. So it's only right to continue in that kind of line there. And then
nice.
I guess, people around me. But something that I figured was very important for me to do, I'm going to get very spiritual here, was that it obviously says husbands love your wife like Christ loves the church. I was like, all right, bet. So how does Christ love the church? So I just started doing a deep dive into what was that?
What does that look like?
What did that look
Yeah.
like?
What
You
does
know
it
what I mean?
mean?
What was the
Constant
examples of that?
forgiveness, all that
A lot of
kind
that. And then it said the sacrifice. I think, I don't know if I said it to you or wrote it down or sent you a message, because I was like, okay, would I die for Mao? You know what I mean? But like very literal sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the love is
Lay your
typically
life
spoken
down.
about in that metaphoric sense of that. But then I was like,
no,
yo.
what about the real?
But then I was like, what about the real? I don't know if I did. Okay, maybe I didn't say it. It's in my book though.
The answer was no, brother.
This last one is easy. But then, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, like really challenging myself on those kind of questions and conversations there around there. Because like that's generally what it comes down to.
Wow.
At the end of it, bro. So
That's cool, man.
it was mad. I was gonna ask, like, what do you guys think about, like, just in general marriage in this climate, like in terms of like, especially at our age, not marriage in regards to older celebrities, because everyone's mashing it up. You know what I mean? Like, but like at our age, like, what do you think it fits in, especially with our lifestyles and where we want to, like, how fast we move, the amount of people we meet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's even of the opposite sex too. The amount of people that we but you know what I mean? The amount of people that we just cross paths with, like, where do you guys see being a married couple? Obviously, this for us stands because we're the married couple here, but like, even from your own
You guys,
perspectives,
It's the gay couple.
as the resident gay couple on the podcast, like, I don't know, where do you think that it even fits? Like, is it
What do you mean? What does it
Like,
fit?
like when you
what
look
do you mean by
at
that?
you look at like how fast our lifestyles are, right? Like, when you think of marriage, you think of how such traditional sense of it. Like, it looks like people typically slow down,
Settle down, that whole
settle
thing.
down,
I
etc.
think, okay, but I think that's just an outcome of, like, you know, that real dude mentality that I feel like it came out of America, like white America as well, and kind of like, how do I explain it? It's like it's a
Like fraternity
yeah.
lifestyle.
I was gonna say it's a byproduct of the college culture of, like, all right, you're young, you move out of home, all right, you go college, you are left, right, center, sending it with everybody that you can, guys and girls, all right. Not healthy in my eyes, not healthy for either gender, right? Whatever. And then eventually you get a job, you whatever, and then the whole thing is you settle down, right? And that's why it's normal. On the night of my bucks, we're going strippers. On the night, whatever, like, this is the last time I can do all this wild stuff.
Yeah.
And so the whole perception is that, like, or society and movies and whatever have kind of gone, marriage equals the beginning of mundane, right? And in a sense, when you have lived that way, it is.
It should, yeah.
It actually is, and that's bad because, like, you've gotten used to, like, yo, over the last 4 years, I've had somebody new every 2 months. Now I've got to have one person for the rest of my life. You've made it really hard for yourself, right? So it is that kind of thing of, like, okay, well, this is really tricky now to navigate, right? So marriage doesn't seem exciting in that sense for people, but I think in reality, or at least the way I see reality, is like, it's actually pretty exciting. The concept of, like, yo, you've actually chosen this one person. We get to build and back to the whole story thing. We get to write a whole story together, right? And, like, we get to, like, generation on generation, we're going to tell, like, yo, this is how we met. This is what we did. This is what we struggled through. This is the time that, like, we had your mom, you're talking to grandkids, this is how we had your mom, and then, God forbid, it's like, and then we struggled for this many years to have your uncle, right? Or whatever it might be. All this kind of stuff, right? It's just like, to me, it's like, it's a dope thing getting to write that story. I think when you're saying, what does it look like to those around you? I think it's I don't know. Like, I think for you guys, it's going to be interesting now being around a scene where not many people are married.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think it'll affect the way either of you move or anything like that. But actually, no, we were having a conversation the other day around like, there's certain things. It's like, are you comfortable? Yeah, we can get into it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, like right now, if one of your friends is, I asked Daniel, I was like, yeah, you're single right now. If one of your friends was, sorry, you're married right now. If one of your friends was single, your close guy friends, and he was like, you know, very much going through like a hoe face type thing, would Marwa be comfortable with that? Like you being around each other
Because you
that
gave
much?
me the inverse.
And then I said, because like I know us as guys, it's like if like your wife's closest friend is going through a hoe phase and like so she's out and she wants to hang out with your wife when she's out and all, and like we know you, none of us are comfortable as guys with that, right? So then I was like, how would you feel if your wife is then like, hey, I don't really want you to hang around this person, or how are you gonna move around this person now?
Yeah, like this, because I remember even on when we went to Brisbane, Carl asked me that question at the table of like, does anything change once you're married? So, I mean, I answered that question in regards to like, let's say, a friend is outside or whatever that kind of thing is, and maybe they're talking about this person, or I was with this person, or look at this person. It's like I wouldn't want to entertain those kind of conversations because I don't think I have any business. Not like I did. It's
just not honoring. Of your
it's
wife,
not honoring. Because that's one main thing that I've even really been telling myself. This came up in my learnings of like honor is such a big thing.
L words, Lorna.
Huh? It didn't fit into the. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he left it out. Now I keep messing up.
It wasn't in the book.
Oh gosh.
But honor is a big one. Like what you do.
Yeah.
What you do in regards to how you carry yourself. What you know how you. It doesn't even have to be how you speak about even your partner directly. It's just how you even speak about things. Like some things can be very dishonoring of that individual, right?
100%.
So I was like, like it means I wouldn't be entertaining certain conversations because it's like it's actually just not honoring of the sanctity.
It's funny though, because isn't that meant to be what you do as well
All the
before
time?
you get
Okay.
married?
Okay.
Like,
See, this I agree with
why?
1,000,000%. I don't know why people don't, like, if they lock in with someone, why they don't guard that from the jump.
Literally.
This is why I've always,
Why are you
like, I
waiting till
hate the
marriage?
thing of people go like, oh, we were just talking. It's like, bro, like, I don't care if it's been 2 weeks of talking. If you decided to be real about this conversation with me, be real about this conversation. I was being real about you.
Exactly. I don't get the whole notion of like, okay, we're, getting to know each other, just talking. Like, okay, you're boyfriend and girlfriend, but once marriage, of course, marriage is more like sacred and locked in. No. Hold on.
Is that?
Because now there's a commitment before God.
Exactly.
Yes, of course.
Definitely,
And that's what changes. However, you honoring that person shouldn't be a new thing that just happens now all of a sudden because you're married, or you not being in situations where, your friend is going through a hoe phase and he's got all these girls around. Oh, okay, now that I'm married, I can't do that anymore. But before I'm married, it's okay for me to be. It doesn't make sense to me at all.
You're juxtaposing the extremes. That's not what the conversation really ends up being. I'm saying, like this, we know ourselves. There is something very sacred that genuinely happens, especially when your vows were prayerfully and thoughtfully crafted and things like that.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was something that was very important during the premarital. They were like, you can make your vows funny and laugh and talk about, I promise to bring you coffee every day. And he was like, don't write that in there because if you're saying I promise to bring you coffee every day,
have to
better bring coffee every day.
Yeah.
Like that's how serious you're saying the vows genuinely are. Like that's what a vow is meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like whatever you're writing in there, like this is now a stamp, seal, sign, approval. How you should have been honoring your partner 100% throughout, like beforehand. But
now we take it to another level.
Something feels very different. Like you're very much more. It's that conscious, unconscious thing now. I'm now actively looking for the dangers. I'm not just pretend. I'm not just like what do you call it?
Yeah, I'm not blocking when they come.
Yeah,
I'm blocking. I'm blocking
them before they
going anywhere near them.
Yeah, 100%. Chef's kiss. So what did we just say?
I don't know.
So it's like,
Whereas before you probably block it as it
I was
comes.
guarding, running with the ball.
Yeah.
I'm guarding when the ops come. Now
I'm on the bench.
Now I'm on the bench, 100%. And I'm looking for where the ops are. I don't want to go play.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
need the ball.
You know what I mean? I don't need the ball. Someone else can. This is
Who needs water?
You know what I mean? Like I'm now actively looking for the dangers. I feel like that's the difference that comes into play in that regard. So what I'm even wondering about, like in our day and age, like I'm thinking about a day like tonight, we were doing the school session before, but it meant that I couldn't go back home and come with Marwa to shoot this podcast. Yesterday, we left in separate cars because I had to do something. I had to get to church early. I had to do something else. I'm just like, it's so, if you're very active and busy, and like in our generation, a lot of us are, I'm like, how do you not let that become the identity of your relationship or your marriage? You know what I mean? Like, it's very different when you're in a relationship where you're maybe living in separate places, or because you're both on the go together. But it's like now you both have a rest place, but you're not even been able to utilize that to the fullest because you're both still very, like, it's different when you know you're both active and you're going somewhere else. Compared to you're both active, it's like, damn, but I really wish we were able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it will be very interesting to see how, such a busy generation.
Are you saying in an ideal sense, like you guys are able to pull up everywhere together and all that kind of stuff?
Like that.
Like, why not, yeah?
Yeah,
Leave
or...
together.
I guess then that's just organizing as much as you can to avoid those.
But that's what I'm saying. It's very different now, and for us, we all have such busy lives.
Yeah.
But in our generation too, everyone is very active in so many different things. It's almost like no one has time to be able to be, committed and spend the rest of your life with someone.
It's definitely a different setup. I think, like if you compare it to
being busy at one job, and
where it's like, but also like only one person in this couple is busy.
Is busy, yeah,
with things that need him to go other places.
Yeah,
the other person's busy at home.
Yeah,
but they are not expected to have passion projects. They're not expected to have work. They're not expected to. It really does balance things in that sense. Not necessarily for the better, but it just means that, you're going to run into each other a lot more.
Right, that's
So when you're both on the go, we can't speak of the marriage because we're not married. No one here is married.
Not yet.
He's giving me an ultimatum soon.
I need an answer.
He needs an answer yesterday, bro. Yeah.
But yes, I think what Noor was saying a lot earlier, I definitely agree with that. I think when everyone's on the go, dating life, people dating multiple people all at once, and then all of a sudden...
Sorry, someone just sent me $6.
No way.
She said, have an extra $1.
Oh, gosh.
And this content is going off.
It's going off, man.
Whereas, dating multiple, dating all at once, multiple people at once and so on. Then now you actually have to settle down with one person. Yeah. It's something that we weren't really used to, they weren't really used to doing. So, I don't know. I think it might be a little bit challenging. Whereas the people who are ready to settle down and don't really move like that. I think they're sort of preparing themselves for marriage.
I think you are getting those people are getting themselves more in that mindset of
because you have to prepare yourself for these things. You know what I mean? Like marriage doesn't come out of nowhere. Even it starts off with relationship. Actually, before 100%. Relationship, how are you even doing the whole dating thing?
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. Like how have you moved? How all that kind of stuff? And just like how have you taken care of your mind as well and all this stuff? Because really, man, now I'm at this stage where I'm like, I'm not dating to get a girlfriend. I'm dating to get a wife. You know what I mean? It's a real difference.
Who you going for? That whole thing changes. Yeah. But I'm curious to see what it's like. You know what I mean? Because I see how it is at the moment. How everyone is moving. Do you know what I mean? So then now it's like, are you guys preparing yourself for relation? Not even marriage. Are you preparing yourself the right way for a relationship? So sort of see, because remember again, for you to go like this and then all of a sudden to have a complete switch in mindset,
that's hard.
It's going to be very hard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you definitely have to prepare for it and work. It's not just a thing of like, all right, let's decide we get married and then get married. It's like a lot of preparation mentally does go into it. To prepare yourself. And I mean, before I was just seeing it, I was like, oh, why? Like just thinking to myself, because a lot of people come across as they're scared of marriage. A lot of people don't, when you speak to young people and stuff like that, they're like, oh, marriage? Yeah, nah. Put that to the side, not thinking about it for a long time. And I'm like, what is it about the thought of settling down with someone? Because you would assume if you find the right person for you, you would jump on any opportunity, to get married straight away. I'll live with this person, of course, be able to, do life with them, of course. But a lot of people are just so scared of the idea, and I wonder what it is.
I think a massive aspect is the fact that, so many people come from homes where marriage didn't work out. Yeah. The first example they see of marriage is a bad one.
It's a bad one.
Or a broken one, or whatever it might be. I think that, humans are humans. That's... a trauma
course.
of sorts, right? And so it's like that's their experience of it, and it's like now, like, because what is it's literally like 55% or something of marriages end in divorce.
Yeah. Finally tipped.
Yeah, tips. Yeah. That it's a bit skewed in that, like, if you get divorced once, you're more likely to get divorced again. So a lot of those divorces are the same person getting divorced like 2-3 times, right?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, like, imagine you come from a family where, like, my mom's and dad are divorced, my cousin's mom and dad are divorced, my other cousin, you know what I mean? And you're like, I don't really. It's not that needed, you know what I mean? Like, why am I gonna set myself up for something that I only see as failure?
So you add that on top of all these people coming out and, you know, with huge platforms.
Yeah,
Encouraging, you know,
polygamy, do whatever you want.
Don't do that. Don't get married. Have options.
Yeah.
That marriage is bad for you. It's a bad investment.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, all that. You're adding that on top of how you already view it.
Yeah. You know, one thing, like, I can never see myself playing into, you know, that, like, stereotypical man response to, like, my wife, the old ball and chain, like that kind of language around their wives.
Yeah.
You know, like, the woman or that. Like, I could never see myself doing that. Like that.
That's crazy.
It's always like, it's just as a kid when I would hear like men say, I'm like, this is really weird. Like, why are you there then? Just leave.
Dead ass.
Bro, but yeah, man, it's a tough one. I am very curious to see what things look like within the next 5 to 10 years in the whole dating space, in the whole marriage space, even just around us, to sort of see, you know, how many of our close friends or people around us are gonna get married.
You think you'll be married in the next 5 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 5 years is a long time, bro.
Yeah, it is a long time.
He said, yeah.
Yeah, 5 years is a long time.
We've got 43.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? So 31 now.
Hope so, yeah.
I hope so. What was that, Kodak? I hope so.
That's literally the one.
Yeah. I have an interesting question then as well. What do you guys like? What's your biggest fear? So much relationship talk, my bad, guys.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
They love it.
What is your biggest fear in a long-term relationship? So, AKA marriage, right?
Infidelity. That's like, it's scary.
Scary.
It's really scary for me.
actually
Like, whether it's her or me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I said I can't trust me.
Nah, that.
no, like, I trust me, but I don't trust me. You know what I mean? Like, not in that, like, honestly, it's just that we're humans, like, all this kind of stuff.
Look
Like,
at him already providing
Everyone
his excuse.
has.
He's going to run this episode back.
everyone has eyes, and everyone has,
Yeah.
you know, like, but that's where it's like, it's the stuff you're talking about, where it's like, yo, let me make sure I'm sitting on the bench and watching this game. Right? Like, don't go these places, don't all that kind of stuff. But it does scare me. Like, that kind of, it's funny. I was actually thinking about it earlier today. I'm like, that is probably the one thing in a relationship where it's like, there's no better way to destroy a relationship than that. There's actually no better way. Because I'm like, you make them lose all respect and trust for you because you showed them that I don't respect or care for you.
Yeah. You make them feel insecure.
Mental. Literally.
The trust one is the biggest.
Because, I was
That's
watching
actually the
this
biggest.
TikTok and this girl's talking to her man who, like, husband of 9 years, they have a daughter together. Ooh. And he's had someone on the side for like years, right?
Goodness gracious.
Oh, my.
And she tells him, she's like, I'm not leaving.
Oh.
I'm not.
She's like, I'm not leaving. We're going to co-parent. We're going to live in the same house together, everything. But I'm going to go and F everyone that I want.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can go F everyone that you want. And we're not going to tell each other what we're doing because clearly that's worked for years.
Wow.
And I was like, that is very unhealthy in terms of a relationship. But I completely understand her sentiment.
Yeah.
So what? There's still
emotionally.
There's still
it-
gotta be
100% is just like a get back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Get back, gang.
but I'm like, damn, like there's actually no quicker way to just destroy everything in your romantic relationship than infidelity.
Madness. Okay. That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Isn't that everyone's?
Sure. Mine's very childish now.
Oh,
What if I gain weight?
What y'all saying?
nah, yeah, definitely.
Infidelity's scary,
yeah.
bro.
Okay.
I think on top, I mean, that one is a very, very scary one. I think that's my number one. I always say.
Because it's 1 in
yeah.
4 men and 1 in 8 women or something like that.
Goodness.
Cheat on their partners. That's known to the other partner.
Yeah.
If that is what has anything to do with weight, I'm walking out of this.
It's if you get, mine's if you get, now I'm playing. have you guys ever watched the movie Eternal Sunshine on the Spotless Mind or something?
I've heard of it.
I think it was a Jim Carrey movie from back in the day.
Okay. Sounds
And there's this concept in the movie called The Living Dead, because he's observing couples at a dinner, and they're older couples, and they're not talking to each other at the dinner table.
Okay.
I am fearfully scared of that. How many times? How much do I constantly point
Weekend
at
couples.
Point at?
Remember we did that on my birthday? Didn't we?
Yeah. But how much do I always do that?
you
Yeah.
do.
Whenever we're out, I'm like, damn, they're not even talking.
Dude,
It scares me so much.
I
I'm
get
sure.
that.
Obviously, you're catching. Yeah, that was funny as of your birthday, and like,
And then they came up to us. They were so kind.
yeah, there were such kind people. Like, damn, I hope. And bro,
I know
because
they heard.
they commented on things that they'd heard us saying, but like, oh, you guys are Christians. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, they definitely heard us say that. They
Talk about
definitely heard us also say, I don't think that there's much love in this relationship.
Oh no!
Bro, they weren't talking.
Oh,
It looks scary. But anyways, yeah, I'm always like, that whole living, it's stuck with me because I watched that in year 11. It was like for literature in high school. I watched that, and that concept of living dead is always stuck with me because I was like, that is crazy. That either you
Existing with someone.
you're existing with someone. You're the living dead. You've run out of everything possible that you thought you guys could talk about, and now you're just Because I was saying like, okay, at dinner I'm always constantly pointing it out and observing. Yo, that couple's not even talking. Look, they're both on their phone. I'm like, okay, this could be the
Let's wind down. Yeah.
It also could be 3 minutes in the past 45-minute dinner that they've been talking. Whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really look like that in most of my observations. And I'm just like, I always said, I'm just like, I'm so scared of that. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I'm like, how do you end up? Yeah, literally, you're right. Just existing.
That is scary, bro.
That one is scary because it's like, where did it go wrong in a sense? You know what I mean?
See
Like,
it falling apart in front of you.
Can we objectively, is that an objective, this has gone wrong?
no,
though?
Yeah, I was gonna
it's not
say.
even gone wrong. It's like, this is not, like, how do you say, like, you just know that you used to have more fun than this. So why are you not having that level
Why
of
you're
fun
not
now?
having it?
Yeah. That's peak to me then. Yeah, it is called Eternal Sunshine. of the
I
Spotless
feel
Mind.
like you have to put some measures in place so you don't get to that point. 100%.
Yeah.
For me, I don't like to use my phone
Yeah.
when I'm on a date.
And it didn't.
You know what I mean? So if I use my phone, I'll legit be like, hey, sorry, let me just quickly handle this.
Yeah.
You know, it might be like, we're talking about setting up a shoot. Hey, can't do this day, but I can do this. You know what I mean? Because there's some stuff where it needs that quick reply. Hey, boom, boom. I might give me 5 minutes real quick. Let me handle this. After that,
As you were saying.
Yeah.
this is how.
What color
you know,
are your eyes?
You know what I mean? Favorite color. You know, so
Can you imagine? Sorry, let me pause that real quick. Acting like it's pausing the most important conversation ever, and then it gets back to, what was your favorite color?
yeah, tell me about it.
Leave the date, bro. Leave it, man.
But I think doing stuff like that very, very early,
That
you're
measure.
sort of setting the standards, the expectations, where it's like when we are on a date, we don't want to use our phones. We don't want to get to a point where you're on your phone, I'm on my phone for 10 minutes straight, just doing this.
Crazy.
I hate that, bro.
I'm shaking here.
Nah,
thinking
bro.
about that.
I'm only touching my phone if it's important.
It's funny, like, now that we're talking about this stuff and based on the content stuff that we're talking about before, like, what do you consume?
Yeah.
A lot of relationship stuff, right? Mostly Christian stuff. And so I think one thing that I've been hearing them say a lot is like, and I think this is something that's really good for us in a sense, like in that we're all, I think you guys are kind of lucky that you do the podcast together. But then even like church stuff with our partners, all that kind of stuff, it's like because the biggest groups of people that get divorced is early to mid 20, or like as in first year to 3 years of marriage, and then after like 25ish years of marriage is the other group that gets divorced a lot, so around like 60 years old. And the whole thing is that they run out of a common project to work on, right? And oftentimes that's kids, right?
Yeah.
But let's say after 25 years, if you've had 3 kids over a 7-year period, 25 years marriage, the youngest one is now, is 18, doesn't need your help anymore. You guys actually realize, we actually don't have anything in common in terms of something that we work on, right? Yeah. So always having a project together is apparently super, super good for you, right? So whether that's, I think now it's like, I can see in the couples that are the most lively at older age. I'm like,
it's the ones that's
they're the ones that are
actually
leading church together. They're the ones that are leading sports stuff together. Oh, he's coaching the team. She's bringing the snakes and oranges. All that kind of
And
stuff.
she does it so well.
She does it so well.
I've never seen oranges come up better than this.
Shout out to
Legit.
the Mauritian guys at End of a Hills 5, right? But there's an old man who like runs the club there, and his wife runs the canteen.
Yeah.
And they look so happy.
Come on.
They always look so
Love
happy
that.
around each other,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Tapping each other's butts, all that stuff.
I agree
Common
with that.
project. I like that.
The common project thing is really important, I think.
Wow.
Because also what it does then is it always gives you something to talk about amongst yourselves.
Yeah, of
Right?
course.
You know, you're in a really good place. I was talking about this with our pastor as well, and he was saying like him and his wife, because they're both pastors, they have gotten to a point where they're like, okay, we cannot talk about anything church related, not Christ related, but church related amongst us outside of work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like you're in a good place when you can go, okay, this common project, let's not talk about it.
Let's not talk, yeah.
Because we have other content to talk about as well. You know what I mean?
And if that fails, we revert.
I know we have something to fall back on. You know what I mean?
We're back
So
here.
when are you gonna go and visit that?
It's a guy. Yeah. But I think the common project thing is
That is
really
very
important.
smart. Yeah, that's
I
important.
really like that. That actually makes sense, bro.
And so because of the stuff I've been watching, like I'm like, now I know, like for future and stuff, I'm like, it sounds so weird, but like make up projects to work on, right? It's like, even if it's something as dumb as like, yo, every month we do, I don't know, an outfit photo shoot or something, right? And it's like,
But you're
every
working
month we're like-
towards it,
yeah,
you know what I'm
what I mean? It's like, oh, hey, which location
we're
did you
gonna
pick?
wear,
Oh,
yeah.
which
Oh, that's brazen.
which forfeits did you pick? Or you know, all this kind of stuff.
Hey, what you
So
saying, bro? What's happening next month? Man? Better this shit and that.
I don't know. I might start giving these guys ideas.
You just saved the marriage already.
Hey, after 5 years, we're good.
What office do you want to pick?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that's a big one.
That's mad.
That's good.
Because then I would hope you never have those dinner situations
Living
where
dead, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's
lazy
actually
moves
quite
staring at
scary,
the
bro.
ground.
See? Scary,
Relationship
bro. That's
two
scarier than
years in,
infidelity
and
to me,
then
bro.
you're not chatting.
Infidelity.
I feel like that's a little bit scary to me, bro.
What?
Because at least I have something to talk to you about if it's infidelity, bro.
You what? Look at this person.
So was he better than me?
I'm gonna talk about. But you're telling me there's nothing right now?
Yeah.
We're just looking, good food, yeah, yeah, good. Smell the
Bro,
roses.
nah.
Smell the roses.
Ice cream, yum yum.
Ice cream, yum yum.
Yum yum.
Bro.
Hey, we should have brought that up in the content that our generation is
yeah,
consuming
we're
from,
actually-
bro.
That drive home is quiet, bro.
Oh, goodness gracious,
drive,
bro.
yeah.
Quiet drive there, quiet dinner, quiet drive back. Lock it off, bro.
Bro, yeah, I have to think about the whole relationship, bro. Nah,
But you have plenty of time to think. To think about that, bro.
Only have time to think.
wow,
Speak.
New Burna album?
Yeah? Oh, this is a convert right here. Also, can you guys just wait for...
Can you tell how we don't want to stop potting right now? Like I have another 4 hours in me.
Going.
I was going to say, like, can you guys just wait for a dedicated album review section or dedicated, I don't know, man. What's your content, babe? Ultimatum review, whatever. Like in these areas, man. Like we got spaces to do this,
good,
gang.
it's
Like
good.
you guys don't even know. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Reveal video when that's out, which is before
The day before this.
The day before, so tomorrow. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I was like, that's why I'm not making.
I'm
any
with that.
changes.
We'll make it happen.
We have to make it happen.
Okay.
So sorry.
Yeah. It's all right.
Landscape.
I just want to spend time with
landscape
my
and
wife.
vertical versions.
Yeah, and then the turn this on.
Yep.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. All right.
Now we're
Anyways,
talking business on the pod.
yeah.
What were you
Burna-
saying before?
He said Burna
Burna
Beezy.
album.
boy.
Have you listened to that?
Sorry, go.
Have you listened to that?
Songs here and there, yeah.
Yeah. What y'all saying? Kalus.
Yeah, the whole album, bro.
Destroyed.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. I'm at a twice situation right now. So
Yeah.
I ran it back yesterday
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Finished it, bro.
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5. Yeah.
Like, the songs are pretty short. I think we've discussed.
Yeah,
it.
that was
like-
the first thing that stuck out to me.
like
Everything's
like 2 minutes 30.
Yeah.
You know, let me bring it up again because
I wanted him to just
Let me
stay
have a
and tapped into the
Happy life bag.
more even the Afro
what's the album?
Caribbean bag. Like there's the like the person who likes within me the Daniel that likes the creative
expression.
artistic. I am a fan of the very New York kind of influence.
Jizza, Rizza.
Yeah, in the music, but even like some of those
Belly
beats,
Bellies.
like it gives you that original hip hop. I think I forgot what song it was, but there's an original boom bap kind of beat to it. And then even the song with J. Cole, I think it is, is not
Yes.
New York boom bap. It's very Nigerian tradition. Not specifically not Nigerian, but like maybe let me say Western African. The drumming, but that feels like very very broken down original hip hop kind of sound as well, which is percussion, right? Yeah. And I was like, okay, it is nice. But then I started. I remember like what we got going on African Giant on Twice as Tall. And I'm like, that gave me like the Africans Rise Up.
Yeah,
you know what I
was
mean?
gonna say. Yeah.
But I'm like, at the end of the day, this is what comes with the growth.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
definitely.
like,
do you know what I'm saying?
Can he not also just say, like, I've done that a lot?
Yeah, he can experiment now.
Which is what I'm saying. Like, I can't be mad at it, you know? But I don't know, man. I think it was just funny because of how much commentary was going on around
his
him.
comments.
Before the release of the full album anyway.
Pull up this track list.
Yeah. What did he say? He said Afrobeats is about
has no substance.
Mainly has no substance. It's about nothing.
As a North African, I was so offended.
Well,
the album itself is a good album.
was a project.
But when I compare it to his other stuff,
Yeah.
The sales don't make sense. 21,000 sales this in America.
Is that a lot?
It's really low.
Is
it? Not good at all.
he broke a record, but I think that record was in the UK.
For context, Chloe Bailey sold 10 or 11,000.
Don't do this.
So that was
Don't
like
do
he's
that.
only doing a little bit better than it. But that doesn't make sense because he's selling out stadiums, right? Stadium tour is very rare. There's only a few artists doing stadium tours, right? Like Weekend, all that kind of stuff. And so some people are saying like, okay, is this the labels playing things, right? Because like there's artists that are sung massive but can't sell stadiums.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of confusion around that. I had a little bit of a thing. I don't know if you guys saw.
Yeah.
I was like, because he made his obviously album's called I Told Them, and then
Magazine style.
yeah, and then he made a page I Told Them Mag on Instagram.
This is what you said.
Yeah.
And I was like, it doesn't make sense. Someone with 15 million followers, after 12 hours, only has 3,000 followers on their page that they've also posted and told everyone go follow this.
Go follow, yeah.
Right? I like. You're telling me my podcast has almost as many followers as on Instagram, and that actually doesn't make sense. For someone
Burna
who has
Boy?
the backing of 15 million people, and he's beloved, right? Like he is the face of this whole genre. He's almost the face of a whole continent now, right? Like it's pretty insane. I think they had a list of the top 10 most streamed music videos from Africa, and I think 8 of them are Egyptian, so Arabic music, and then the other 2 one was Diamond Platinums and one was Burna. And I was like, okay, that's how big Burna is, right? And it's like,
First of all, how did Diamond Platinums get there?
yeah, it's huge. I was
South
surprised.
Africa's massive, bro.
Yeah.
They love him, bro.
Southern Africa, rather.
But but I was like, okay, like so it doesn't actually make sense that with all this, he's not able to translate that into numbers, and I'm like, something
it's
is
at
inflated
8.7 right now.
Something's
that
missing.
doesn't make sense.
And the funny
8.7
thing, there's
is
only
nothing.
one person I'm following that follows him. And I'm big man. I'm gonna come and chat to you after this because why are you following?
Something doesn't make sense.
Why not?
I don't fully get it. Like, because let me do the maths on this real quick.
What? So you tell me only 3?
I feel like I can guess
You
it.
tell me what? Only 3,000?
Is it 3 or 8 now?
8.7.
8.7.
What's he doing?
Is
there?
that actually don't make sense?
Look at the one person that's following.
I could not have guessed that.
Yes.
Funny ass guy, man.
That's it.
Interesting, man. You're saying something potentially inflated in terms of perception and all that and whatever. I don't know, man.
Well, because ultimately he's able to sell the most important thing, which is tickets,
Which I find that crazy.
right? So you tell me 0.058% of his followers went and followed that.
And they
Surely
love him
not.
though. They would also love him. So how
But
you
then
telling
again,
me?
like people could also just be very much like
I just like the vibes.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
And I think that's very
But
possible nowadays too.
I don't think that's possible with him because I think everyone ultimately likes his craft more than him. They like how he dresses. They like
But
how
look
he
at-
looks.
Look
They're
at
like,
this. Look at the
I
like
think
America.
they-
I don't think they're liking the crap because they don't appreciate that. They've had that.
they do though because he's selling
No,
80,000
no,
people.
no. But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. They're appreciating the vibe.
The only other person that sold 80,000 people in Philly is Kevin Hart
Jokes. Okay.
in recent years. It's Kevin Hart, and even Drake didn't do that.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying they're appreciating the vibe that is brought at the concert, right?
Yeah.
So imagine the FOMO of like, Oh, I just okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
there's a lot.
I saw a real African.
There's a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot that I can say. Yeah, because especially somewhere like America, where a lot more people are getting more and more conscious of their roots and things like that. Why wouldn't you want to tap into one of the biggest African artists is in your city? You know what I'm saying? Like as a tap in kind of thing. Yeah, I do listen to that yeah song or. What else would I say?
Do you know what? Do you know what he's been doing?
Cabona, last.
Do you know what he's been doing in his interviews, bro? They got him try jollof rice, bro.
Like, bro.
I don't know if you guys saw the
I
interview.
saw that. The four jollofs, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which country is the jollof from?
Bro, that's very do your little dance.
Yeah.
That's what that is a little bit.
Show us if you're a real Nigerian.
Cook this jollof rice.
Yeah.
Is he? Because I know last episode we were talking about the celebrities that have a personality outside of their craft. Does he have
Next
that?
episode.
Sorry, we're looking into the future.
Does he have that?
Yeah. Is he a personality
that's hard.
outside
He did a lot more
of
before.
Burna?
Yeah, now he's acts hot.
Yeah, he did a lot more before for sure.
Okay, who are the Afrobeats artists that you guys would say have a personality outside of
Ashake,
Ruga
for sure.
has one.
Yeah.
I can see that, but is it not just an extension of his personality on stage?
That's a good point.
Like,
Maybe.
what do you? Because you guys actually got to talk to him, meet him, right? It's just like
you ain't here.
I wasn't there. It's like,
Nah, he's cool,
did
bro.
it just feel like more of that? And where's the big butts energy?
Yes.
A little bit. Yeah.
It was an extension of.
So it was an extension.
It's
of
an
his
extension.
personality on stage.
I feel like the only one that's probably not. Maybe it is actually. I feel like Remo's definitely different. Him on
He was
stage.
different.
Remo's shy.
But he was more shy.
Shy.
Yeah,
He's
he
more
was more
shy,
shy.
yeah,
So I don't
that's
think
the only thing.
personality.
Yeah.
I don't know how he is now. Because he's hanging out. Yeah, he's hanging out with
I actually don't
the
know.
Hollywood stars.
The streets aren't messing with a little bit of Rema right now. Sing a little bit of demonics. But anyways, back to the point.
Yeah, I actually don't know. I can't think.
Burna
of it.
just got a really big head, and I don't mean it metaphorically.
I mean, if
His
you're
head is
him,
actually. Do you remember when he shaved his beard, bro?
Why are you
His
doing this?
head was
Yeah.
Like your man with a beard and small head?
yes.
do you think he's overrated?
Nah, that music is good music.
Nah, he
bro.
makes good music.
His music
Great
is
artist.
good
Great
music, bro.
You know,
Especially when he speaks the
Yeah.
Eurobiski.
Yeah, he goes crazy. The
J. Cole feature wasn't needed.
Yeah.
You know when like people used to say like J. Cole scares the girls away?
Oh no.
Like I was always like, nah, you guys are giant. This is the first time where it's like came on. I was like, oh, bro, like actually,
He's good to go.
like how do I get a version without you on it?
Oh
Like,
my days.
because the song is good.
Is this the thanks I get? Yeah, that was a nice little song going on there. I don't know, Jacko was alright with it.
I don't know.
He's been having a good run though,
He's
maybe.
had
So
it
maybe
for
that's why
a
it was
while.
just gas to get him on there, you know what I
He's
mean?
happy.
But, hey man, I don't know, it's just
What do you guys rate the album?
7.5.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
7.5 out of 10.
It's
Me, I'm there for a
it's
vibe
probably
at the
my
end of the
least
day,
favorite
man.
of his so far.
Yeah.
What I've heard so
Good.
far.
Is
It's
this
an
his
8.
favorite?
It's a
Of
good
his
vibe.
so far, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. As just by itself.
Yeah. But hey, I'm looking for new music, man. Like I said, I've been just having daily mix. So like genuinely, like whoever you guys think I'm sleeping on right now,
Send it, man.
send it.
Let me
my
tap
way,
in. Let me
'cause
tap
I'm
in.
actually
For
trying to
sure.
tap in. Yeah. Because yeah, man. But hey, it's been a good-ish time for music. I think
Is it?
good. That's why I said good-ish. Because I realized it really has just been like the majorly Burna's album. But
Yeah.
then there was Travis's. I finally actually tapped into it. I was very
Travis
very
got this
scared.
new song
I was
with.
very scared to listen to it, but I did listen. I like the first song for sure off that album. It's very nice.
Someone with. One of.
I don't know,
gotta
bro.
figure out. Nah, those he did like an unreleased song live.
But
Pretty
Speaking
nice.
of new music, 'cause I watched you know Friday with 2 Y's, the one that was on God Did.
What?
God Did, the DJ Khaled song.
God, dude.
God did. Do I know Friday? Oh, two. Oh,
The guy that was
yeah,
singing,
yeah.
So he was on Breakfast Club, and I was like, oh, this is actually a really dope person, whatnot. And then his new album's out as well. First song's featuring Maverick City Music and his mom.
Okay.
And the second song's with Adekunle.
Okay.
I'm kind of now.
How did it go?
Yeah.
My favorite album of last year.
Later on, Fireboy DML's on there. Chris
Okay.
Brown, Byron Messiah.
Hey, man.
And there's a track, Church on Sunday.
Hey.
After a track called Lost My Way.
I don't need you guys. I don't need you guys to send me music anymore.
Because Noor does it.
Because Noor's just
We're
sending
going to start a new segment right here on this show.
So I don't need you guys to send me any more music. Thank you very much. I need to tap into that. So remind me after Friday. Yeah,
Friday.
What we saying? Do
God,
you have a thing or do you have a thing?
Which one do you want to do first?
I don't know. Do you have yours?
You want me to do mine first?
Yeah, you go.
Wake up call.
Down.
Wake up call. I hope you guys can resonate with me because we can bounce off each other for this. But this week's wake up call is my least favorite type of Christian girls are the ones on social media that tell you I'm from the south side of heaven. Try Jesus, don't try me.
Oh.
Those are the ones that I find them so irritating. I will flick you in between your eyes. You are so annoying. You're not gonna test anybody. You know,
They're trying to be hood, but they're trying to keep it.
Yeah, it's literally that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same girls. I want a man that's like a thug but loves Jesus.
Get out of here.
Shut your mouth.
Get thee behind me.
Bro.
It's so like I don't know if it's an ick, but it's a bit icky. The sound sign.
Try me, but don't. But try. Yeah, what did you
Try
say?
Jesus, don't
Try
try.
Jesus, don't try me. Wow.
You know what it is? They're in the holding phase, right?
In the holy
Or
face.
on the plane that can't land yet.
Yeah,
And it's just vibing.
yeah.
They recognize that this is a good life that I want to actually live. Yeah?
Yeah.
And they see it's worth it. But at the same time,
There's still something.
there's
Camel
still...
Sundays as a stronghold.
You get me? And 333 is also gripsing them that way. Because they want to get grips there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those where, like, I actually...
It's not just this
I
way you
recognize-
want. Yeah, this is good.
But I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shot glass suddenly turns into communion glass on
get
Sunday
me?
morning.
But
Yeah.
that's not... Oh, my days.
Oh, wow.
But they just can't just yet.
Yeah,
You know what I
because my
mean?
thing was, it's not even the girls that are like, you know, enjoying life in that way, and it's just I hate the ones that like have that persona of like, I love Jesus, but I'll fight you.
What does that mean?
I don't know how to explain it. It's
They're
just, it's
standing
such a,
up for
It's
themselves.
such a strong social media
just trying to think if I know
personality.
anyone
I'm trying
like
to
that.
yeah, because look at my social media.
don't have them?
I
I'm
see
so
more
happy
of what
for you.
Daniel was saying,
Which is which one?
which is
But
like
that's just people.
Oh no, but I wasn't.
Trying to live both
mine isn't
lives.
because mine isn't a how do I explain? Because I think you've misconstrued. I think you're saying like someone who like they're Christian, but you see them there, whatever. That's someone figuring it out and outworking their life in their own journey.
Yeah.
But I'm saying someone who is like they know what's
I
good.
know.
But they also know what's good.
Yeah,
you know? So they're trying to,
But I feel like-
double in both.
100%. But I feel like whatever the post kind of tells you about that.
What time they're on? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to explain, but it also depends on the type of stories that they
right.
post. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you know they know what's good, but they're also trying to dap into this.
What do you guys think when you see someone that is like clearly living a life that's not for them?
Where are you, bro?
Can you give an example?
Goodness gracious.
This guy's been having this conversation with himself for like 4 weeks now.
Don't give nothing away.
Hey,
Wait.
I'll give you a very
Give
good
us an
example. I'll give you a very good
example.
example.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Guys that didn't grow up in gang environments that get older and get enticed by it and start playing that persona.
Okay.
That's a really good example.
It is, but mine's funny.
I know yours
Very
funny.
dangerous.
It was funny.
Yeah.
People that are
Very
made for
dangerous.
good relationships.
that
but
got deep
decide
real
to
quick.
be in the
Yeah,
streets.
say that again. Let's say that again.
I wanted to say while everyone was talking so that only people that are clearly only wired for good relationships but want to get involved in the streets.
Like, this is not for you. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I don't know why you're assuming that it is for other people.
No, some people are treacherous, bro.
Some people enjoy it. Like, genuinely
Some people
enjoy
really
it.
do.
No, some
To be
people are
honest,
built for this.
some people-
Yeah,
yeah,
those
some
ones that
people-
we're just saying, like for us, those are undateable people.
I couldn't.
You
I can't.
I remember.
You better say you can't.
Like a month or two ago, we're talking, and Daniel goes, like, I'm just too insecure for that. Like, it's just not my story. I was like, to be honest, I'm like that. That's a very normal story.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
It's not
very
my story.
manly to say I'm too insecure for
I
that.
straight up said that. I said I'm too
Yeah,
insecure. I
yeah.
forgot what we're talking about. I'm too insecure for
Body
it, bro.
counts.
Oh.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Too insecure for it. But bro, it's not for you. Like You know when people have like, especially when people have been hurt, I think is one of the main
Like, you're a
times.
good person.
That's when the main times where you
Side
see
comes out.
Switch up.
Yeah.
I get it though, because frick. How do I not express this? Like I feel like that hurt makes you lose trust in people, and you're like, hey, F it.
Okay.
Let me just also
Yeah.
let me join someoone's roster. Put someone on mine. You know?
I don't know, man. But I just look at it and I'm like, hey, man, it's not for you. So, like, again, the try Jesus, don't try me. That's not for you, bro.
You're trying Jesus and trying everyone.
You've seen the light. People are going to try you now, bro. Bro, just go where it's good for you. Because that's not your story.
Feeling you like a strawberry donut.
You what?
I don't know.
Who's filling them?
I don't know.
Who's filling them?
That was uncalled for.
Whoever's trying them.
Uncalled for.
None, bro.
Oh, God.
But
Yeah, man, it's not for them, bro.
It's not for them. Figure out what you want, man.
These girls need to, straighten
If
it
you know
up.
what's good, stick to what's good and what's
What's
good for
good
you.
bro.
Stick
Yeah,
to
man.
what's
Yeah.
good for real.
What you say, man? Try and give us you got your segment.
Now, we're going to kick off after our guest episode.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
The special third episode of the new studio.
Yeah, like, it's so special.
No, trust.
it's special in the third episode.
What's happening in the world, man? There has to be something. This is a thing that happened on my travels that I wanted to talk to you guys about.
Tell us.
Do you guys think? Oh, there's actually one real good story. I only told Daniel about this, but I saved this woman's life, bro.
Oh,
should we get into this one?
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
she- No, I didn't need to get
Is
into
this
that.
another
I don't know.
$5?
What?
Is this another $5 story?
No, not at all.
He said, nah, they wouldn't pay for that.
I would feel wrong, so that one might be this month's special too. Do you guys think water tastes different everywhere in the world?
Oh, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
100%?
100%.
Tastes
When
different
you were in
even
Fiji,
in
did it taste
Australia.
different? You drink bottled water?
We drank a
We
lot
drank-
of Fiji water.
Yeah.
Like actual brand Fiji
Actual
water?
brand.
They sell
They
that?
give that.
I
And
thought,
tap
that
water
was
too.
from Mount Fuji in Japan. I didn't think that was from Fiji.
I don't know. I think it's not.
Fiji
I think it's
water?
Fiji. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
looked on the back
Fiji.
because I was like, is this actually Fiji water? And they said, yeah, made in
nice.
Fiji.
They got it
and that.
everywhere.
I mean, you can pull
Okay,
whatever
so
you want.
water tastes different everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
If water
well-
tastes different in Brisbane, then
Okay,
100%.
because I agree with you guys. Water itself tastes different everywhere. Every other drink tastes exactly the same.
Okay. Really?
Then if water's, because water's the basis of every drink, yeah?
Yeah.
Why does the Powerade in Germany and Spain and Melbourne and Fiji and everything taste exactly the same?
Really? I feel like it tastes
The
different.
only thing I've ever heard taste different is the glass bottles of Coke and
okay.
stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
that-
so
that
that's
one.
where I was going.
that are
Yeah,
locally
yeah,
produced
them
because they use
taste
river water. La, 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 la,
yeah,
la.
that one.
That's what my dad used to tell me about.
I agree with that one. Those taste different.
Okay, but everything else tasted exactly the same as it does in Melbourne when I was traveling. And I was like, that
Wait,
doesn't
hold
make
on.
sense because the water is the only thing that tastes different.
Like what? Like the
soft drinks?
Fanta and
What?
You just added yourself.
Even the sparkling water tasted exactly the same it does here.
But that's, I would have expected it to taste very different because I don't know if it was America. Anytime I've been in America, that Coke tastes very different, bro. The Coke was crazy there. Nah,
Nah,
it was so
man.
sugary.
Sugar, yeah? Yeah.
What are you rubbing your nose for? I mean,
No, because now it's itchy, bro. The sugar was high.
yeah,
Because
okay.
this is the syrup.
America's a problem. America's a problem.
everything's sugar,
American
bro.
food is like, you know, like,
If a kid could run a fast food chain, bro.
yeah, like if someone that had no taste buds, you told them like, what do you think chocolate tastes like? They give you what they think chocolate
What
tastes
they've
like.
heard it off of, like,
Yeah.
oh, so sweet. Yeah.
Oh, you must have 7 million sugar granules.
Bruh, it is uppity, bro. It's uppity. But then you saying the drinks were the same.
So what kind of drinks taste the same?
Because to be honest,
you couldn't touch
all I had was
soft drink.
water, liquor, beer, sparkling water, and Powerade. That's
I
all
mean,
I
to
had.
be honest, I can't expect us to taste the same. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know.
Soft drinks is the one where I expect to taste different.
Maybe I'm not a good source then.
Yeah.
For this.
Like Powerade and all that.
like
You'd expect
Powerade
it
and liquor,
to be
the-
the exact same everywhere
Why?
you go. What do you mean why? Because
No,
it's
because-
like,
no, 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 no. I would
it's made with
expect
the
that- hold
exact same.
I would expect that to be even more obvious to tell the difference because it's less manipulated than like let's say a Coke or a Sprite where there's hella sugar in there and all that.
I'm pretty sure, though, these corporations actually do slightly attenuate these things
To the
based
place.
on the demographic, the palette of the demographic.
That's true. Well, I mean, also
pretty sure they do.
What's it called? The regulations in the region.
Yeah, I forgot where I heard this before, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing. So they're meant to taste different.
different.
But you're also a cocktail of different countries, bro.
I'm a what?
Maybe you've gotten now a well versed palate.
Cock. What?
Goodness me.
You know what I'm saying? You've been everywhere, bro. This is not getting any
I
better.
realized the
Yeah.
intern's ears just heard cock.
You know what I'm saying? So you've actually been able to be diversified in the
Yeah.
taste. So who knows, man? Hey, all I know is there's places that we're going to be visiting soon.
Very soon.
Surely.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna-
Everything will taste it.
Everything has to
Every-
be
Bro,
better, or else I'm
so
getting my money
keen.
back.
Also, I have an idea for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Not here, obviously.
For
Like you can say it on this, or we'll talk about this afterwards, right? Yeah. Done, man.
Yeah.
We need to shoot some videos, man.
We
so
do,
I reckon we
but
should do
hold
that.
on, wait a minute.
Bro, man. Now I'm excited for that.
Don't
man.
want
wait a
to.
minute.
Don't want to.
Everybody good there, man?
Yeah, we good.
Everyone's happy being
Life is
here,
good,
bro.
man.
Life is
I'm
good.
loving this episode, bro.
I'm getting very cozy,
First
man.
time shooting in this new.
I'm really keen.
I might leave from here in the morning instead, bro. Yeah.
I'm really keen.
You know, anytime anyone gets kicked out of home, you can just know you got a place.
Come here.
I'm just
You know you got a place.
Yeah.
think about it.
This
Bed
Yeah. And a set.
and a gym membership. That's where I shower.
Yeah.
And this
then
place
your
is
set.
literally my new home.
Yeah, bro. We should have got a
You're not
sofa bed instead, but next studio. Hey, man. Let's get it. Let's shoot these videos that we need
That's
to
the
shoot.
one thing that it's like
When is it going to happen?
when it like obviously this is so exciting right now, but give it a month and it's like this is just normal for us.
No, I'm still going to be gassed.
No, it'll still be gas. That's like, yo, we actually have our own place. But it's like, it's no longer like, oh, my God, look at the blue RGB lights. Or,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, then, because I'm the kind of person, like, life doesn't, like, I'm never going to hit my peak until I die. You know what I mean? So it's like the first, I think,
keep seeking
even,
more.
I remember we were chatting about this when you built your house. When you guys built your house and you were saying, like, I don't want to go crazy on this one because the next
I know this
because
is
you're
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of a next one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, yo, what's the next thing for the podcast? Like, what is that going to look like? I don't know. Like,
I had a vision in my mind as we were at the very beginning of when we were shooting this out. I was like, oh damn, look at this place. But then in my mind, I went to the future again already, and I was like, oh, because I was like, oh, this is fun now. But I'm like, I'm sure we're gonna have to do this again. And I started
Yeah.
picturing something else. But
yeah.
there's
I-
levels.
I think, you know,
There's
like
more
the-
levels to
the
get.
early
100%.
episodes where we were using like
iPhones,
dainty
bro.
tripods and iPhones and stuff.
iPhones.
And it's like that was so
iPhones,
makeshift.
bro.
And now we're looking at this like, wow. And then one day we're gonna be like, bro, this is so makeshift. Why would we just
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow. Great. Hey, thank you
you,
for joining
guys.
us for another episode of the Disruption Podcast.
Love, man.
Did you like it?
Yes.
You did. I know you did. Make sure you leave a review on Spotify.
I said a review. I'm like, what, on Yelp? Like, what? Yeah, man.
Make sure you leave a comment and a thumbs up on YouTube. I don't like this is the worst 3 I've ever done.
Yeah.
Make sure you leave $5 in my bank account.
Come on.
Now, make sure you head to stepone.life /thedisruption.
Yes, sir.
Get yourself some
Briefy briefs.
underwear.
Yeah, man. Bunderwear.
Underwear.
Sorry, guys.
We'll catch you guys next week. We got a good guest.
Yes,
Someone
sir.
that was meant to be on when we were in Sydney. Hint, hint.
But it's good.
But it's good.
It's good.
It's
man.
good.
Ah,
All right.
guys, I'm happy, man. We're
Thank
crazy.
you also
you.
for all the love on yesterday's video for the reveal of this place. It means a lot to us.
Now it has to be out.
That was my way of making sure we edited on time.
All right,
All right,
man.
peace out. Later.
Laters.
And now we do this when it ends.